the chat. Okay, my current stream. I think I messed up the music on the stream start. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, I forgot to start it somehow. Or I misclicked, I think. How's everyone doing? I think I'm gonna go on a rogue one more time. Actually, I wanted to finish some leveling stuff as well. I think I'm gonna do leveling stuff first, actually. Music is DLC. Yeah, just subscribe. You can have the music. What's the agenda? Well, number one, I won't be here very long. Also, the PTR ends later. So we don't have much time, actually. We have like around 4 hours. Because then I'll go offline. I'll be out in the evening. So we're gonna do a bit of level stuff. We actually learned a lot already. I want to see like how early game leveling and stuff works now. The perfect PTR specimen. Ah well. Man, if PTR was longer, it would be cool. 1 week is rough. At least for, you know, changes of this magnitude and stuff. But okay. Hey guys, hello Bujagashi. Is the 4 better now? Yeah, it's so much better. It's very fun. Alright, I think we're gonna, in this case, start doing Nightmare Dungeons, right? We'll probably have to complete one Whisper. Let's see how the round of Whispers will go. Which dungeons do we have here? Forgotten Ruins. It doesn't tell you which Codex power I get. Right, because I don't get any. So... wait also for a second. Snaking Quarry, so I don't know. I guess otherwise it would be just go Strongholds. And a Jacka, best build for Rogue. Well, we don't know what will nerf. I think one of the safest choices would be Rapid Fire right now. A Jacka? Okay, so how's this looking here? What should I do with all these points? Also, we had life split. Wait a minute. We were at 1 hour 55, I think. Okay, let's go with that. When do they expire? 1 hour. Okay.
Something rots this place.
We feel the update is half baked. I should introduce paid new Helltide and boss only, reduce trash affixes. Wait, why? I mean, there's a lot of people that never want to touch the game until they fix itemization. So I think it's good that they do it already. Seems like they've done pretty good rework and most people like it. What's exactly what you're looking for?
I'm not ready yet.
Can't see what other items would I like remove here right now. Oh yeah, these are like side upgrades and stuff. I wouldn't really go and temper them again, I guess. On melee weapons. We can just wait for the sacred items, I guess. Oh, I didn't click it. It's kind of nice they can now click, left click control on items and they will drop. Been waiting for that. Okay, this thing is a huge upgrade and it's level 40. I'd like to try to kill stuff before using this bow though and see how it feels. I should actually salvage this one. What is this? These are arrow storms. Ancestral. For some reason I can gamble ancestrals. So I use like some things I gambled while trying some stuff. So we'll just salvage this. They don't belong here.
I need more time. It's over.
It's ogre. Hello. Thank you. How's it going? Uh-huh.
I have so many bottles here.
I need a lot of water for blasting. Thank you.
Good morning, chat.
Yeah, hello guys. Yeah, just doing like a leveling test run here. Still, we started yesterday. Because the early game seems very different actually now. For example, Helltide in World Tier 2. Then I went to World Tier 3 and I got absolutely shredded in Helltide.
Shredded?
Yeah. Couldn't survive.
Why?
Yeah, because everything was like level, like 25 levels above me or something.
I went too early.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine to do the dungeon, for example. I think it's not hard to do the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Legit jokes. How do you get so many items of high level requirement? I think this is bugged. I gambled a few items yesterday. And they gave me like ancestrals and stuff. So this is not supposed to happen, I think. Hello, Aubrey. I'm doing fine. How about you? You're hoping for an unlimited dash hook where everything just dies? Yeah, it's something I wanted to try. I mean, it's ultimately still mostly a meme build, but for something like Whispers and Helltide, you might be able to make it work. There's like a really powerful affixes for these skills, actually. I wanted to try that. I tried it a little bit on live server in Season 3 and was like, nah, okay, not really. But maybe now it's quite doable. Okay, let's see, we have 1, 5, 6, 7... Like one more harvest somewhere. Need to do one round of whispers. And it's so nice when you can evade. Unfortunately, it has 10 seconds cooldown for basically everything and any build in this patch. Because Juggernaut is just ridiculous. wonder if we're gonna get any more tempo manuals, by the way. Do we have concussive strikes here? Yeah. That should be nice.
I'm not ready.
Just taste these guys. Feels good. Snakes.
I'm not ready yet.
How's my Druid testing? Ah, Druid is very good. Was fun too. Druid is really cool next season, I think. And I don't think they're really like on nerf range or something as well. They have pretty good builds. How much am I healing actually if I do this? Actually the healing is pretty noticeable.
What's this?
I just realized with siphoning strikes with pen shots. What about the left click? Not right click, a rapid fire. I'm gonna try that. And also heals actually. I think siphoning strike is actually a pretty good idea. Final day of PTR, yeah. PTR ends, I think, in 7 hours or so. But for me, in 4. In 4 hours, I will have to go.
I need more time.
Yo, Rockin' Lee.
Time.
Glad you enjoyed it, man. I had a good time here as well. I'm used to this from like the D3 PTRs, which are kind of like similar. It's like, you know, this kind of like mini season before season. You get lots of crazy stuff. It's kind of cool. Oh man. Lighting a shunt is no joke actually. We done? Okay, we got only... Wait. 6. Okay, that's correct. No, what? So you don't want to go to Helltide. Helltide is absolutely crazy. While they are under leveled. So maybe go here. Do like an event. Hello, Riser. I'll play Season 41, yes. On Friday, we have T3. Lots of big weapons here. We are level 38. We actually didn't even get a level here. Goblin. Oh, shit. So we're gonna stop. He turns around to look at me. Wait, I never noticed that. That's kind of funny. Oh, he drops a femur. God. I'm pretty sure to where to put all these things. Don't need any of this like hit stuff. I guess we can go back to haste, yeah. How many more points do we get? 10. Okay, I can use 10 points somewhere. F? Wait, what's going on? Twitch lagging. Not me. It's you. It's probably Twitch.
Is someone there?
There's the premium battle pass I'm pre-ordering. I think me too, actually. I don't think I ever used it.
Grandfather was supposed to.
Now's the time. Let's go. I guess I can just wait for whenever they make like a really cool transmog you want and use it or something.
I need more time.
Amazing. Tristram is having hiccups, guys. I get items of higher level requirements. If you farm high level monsters, you get high level items. There's also a bug right now. I gambled some items, I got ancestrals with level 35. That's a bit weird. I say I feel like I have surprisingly good survivability. I think they actually nerfed monster damage and stuff a bit. Even on the lower levels where you usually don't really have damage reduction from items and stuff. I feel like I'm surviving this very well. Trembling hand. It's kind of cool that I just like randomly get boss mats from an event like this. Makes it much more worth it. Okay, I have to go down. Yeah, we're gonna try an amp engine after this run. I have a bow for level 40 in my inventory, but I'm not gonna use it just yet.
I'm not ready yet.
But it will be a massive upgrade. I gotta say, lightning grenades are no joke, man. Because you can't dodge them very well. Okay. Should be our first message now. Plus 499 ammo. Lag on purple platform, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Not me. Oh, here's boots, 49 US, big life. This is kinda cool stuff. That's what I need. $10 on this thing. Now, if I temper these things, they cost the same or they cost more? Oh, they cost abstruse sigil actually. Uh-oh. So using like sacred items is actually gonna be really tough. How do I unselect that choice? Mm-hmm. So this is one-way crystal and stuff. Yeah, it's actually gonna be kind of hard to temper your items. Okay, this is fine, for example. I can use this. Well, I can't really use sacreds. Okay, we can use these boots here. Can use this. But I won't really be able to use this other stuff here. This is fine, I guess.
It is done.
Gauntlets. I wonder if we get sacred items now. Zenith. Nope. Okay, Twitch is back, guys. Hello. Wudijo is now live. Wonderful. How does this helm compare to the other helm I had there? Got first again. Nice one. I think it's a vengeful aspect. There's a hectic that's also pretty nice. I would like to use this actually. It's a big life ring. Voracious Rage. So that's probably fine. I don't have res on it now, so it's probably not fine actually. $599 armor, that's huge. You get so much armor.
But don't dally, hand it over.
It is already rose to 80 crit damage. 61, 40%, 22. So it actually rolls pretty high already on all these sacreds. It's like pretty close to what the ancestral items can roll. You can't even roll these stats here. This is like a 570. It's like nearly maximum of a normal item. Like sacred starts at I think 625. So the normal ends at 600, I think, or something. Or 580. And you can't even roll all these stats, and now you can start rolling them. How much armor is this when I put these gloves? $66 instead of 48. That's kind of huge. We can also paint and grease now. We got those. So if I temper these, that's still like a red crystal, right? Yeah. As a socket has life per hit. It's actually useful. Okay, we got a Zenith. It's gonna feel really awful when you start a season and you get like your first sigil, it's like behind like a stronghold, you go to the second sigil and it's also behind a stronghold. Oh man. How long will it take to get to 100 in the new season? I think the blasters will do it in like 10 hours or so. Yeah, Judo was also lagging. Wait, what's going on? Because I was playing perfectly, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, stuff is kind of tanky. Do I have an affix here? Oh, missing affix. What is that? Ah, you got a... Oh, this is huge. This is an insane drop, actually, by the way. Natural resistance. Temper. So now we can just become Omega tanky. But let's try the dungeon here before we use this. And then we're gonna try the difference. And I guess once you have sacred items, I might just go straight to Route 4 at that point. We just need armor. If we could get the armor temper as well, then we win. but they're both on defensive slots, so you probably have to fix everything with resist as much as possible.
I'm not ready yet.
It feels very safe here though. It's not hardcore now.
I need more time.
And chance to get a hardcore Tudors for upcoming patch. Yeah, someone requested that as well. We'll think about it, if that's gonna be a thing. I don't think it will really be a thing. I think it will still mostly be okay, just get good, play a bit more defensively, and that's it. Because the good builds are good builds, and the bad builds are bad builds, and hardcore or softcore doesn't really change that. So it will be like probably 90% plus at least the same list, I guess. So if that's the case, you can think about it, how we would rank this and stuff. But if it's like too close, then you're not gonna make any kind of tier lists for hardcore. I mean, in the end, you know, you got so many defenses you can put in a build. And they're generally the same for a certain class, or, you know, for most builds in general anyway. There's only so much defense you can stack. And if you play one of the OP builds, then you can give up more damage for extra defense and still be fine.
I need more time.
But yeah, I guess there are some builds that are like generally less hardcore friendly than others, I guess. Just because of how hard they are, or because they're melee, or because you actually need, like, you know, a few uniques to make it work, and those uniques prevent you from running defensive legendaries, or these kind of things. I just randomly find an absolute sigil. Okay, manage is relatively slow.
I need more time.
Wait, this got reset? He reset, I think. How much damage did this do? 1160, and this was 953. Something by now would probably be around the time when I would equip this thing, right? Let's try the bow. That's freeze though. Chuck on neck. I mean, you can barely imprint anything.
I need more time.
You have to mostly work with drops. But yeah, chugging out on neck would be big. Like, I only imprinted one trick shot ring. And this is what you're gonna run with.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Best way to do tempo recipes. I just got one in the Sniper Dungeons, the first one I'm doing on this character. I got one when I was like level 20 or something in Helltide, and one now at level 40. They don't load that often. But you actually got two really good ones. If that was season start, it would actually be a pretty good combo. You got the resistance recipe, which is huge. Okay, so new bow, we're actually pumping here. Max went faster before he got ass pounded. Yeah, he probably didn't have resist or armor. Yeah, in Helltide, you want to stay away from Helltide when you go in next to LTR. When you're undergeared. Helltide is relatively rough. Epinettes are relatively chill, actually. Like, Helltide is just a lot of shit going on all the time. Wait, what? I forgot this is Zenith. I live in Bulgaria. Estimated time for 1 to 100 was like 10 hours or so. But I'm not gonna go all the way because the PTR ends in less than 7. And my stream in less than 4. We're gonna go to World Tier 4. I guess I'm gonna go level 45 and then try World Tier 4. Just equip the sacreds basically. Don't we have enough armor for World Tier 4, but okay. Guess I'm gonna be fighting like level 75 monsters. I have only 4k armor. Which is not that great. Is there flat armor temper? No, right? We can just roll armor, I think. Maybe take agile. Is Diablo 4 PvP dead? Yes.
I need more time.
Okay, artillery. I'm gonna use it now instead of on the boss because I wanna see how the boss is. I think it's a blood bishop, right? So doesn't seem to do that much actually. The artillery doesn't even kill this one guy there. He's good with the attack speed though. Artillery Shrine actually does something because of the attack speed. Compared to, you know, every other build, usually in endgame where you have like a capped attack speed anyway and Artillery Shrine just doesn't do anything. Now you can feel it again. Feels good. It's the first time this PTR that I feel Artillery Shrine.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, that's very fast. $45. Okay, 2 legendaries actually. It's kind of huge. Wait, there's a glyph stone, but I don't have a glyph. I can't even click it. Okay. Wait, did they remove some renown rewards, or does this not have something? I think the altars are not counting. Okay, the altars are not counting. Okay. Should we try the bigger... Okay, let's see how the viewer costs us again. Would I recommend Barrage or Pen? They're both fun. And Retrist. Need to be 50. Yeah, no, flexible. It's just kind of funny that Glyphstone spawns at all, so they changed that. It used to just not spawn when you were not 50. Okay, can you do this? Zenith again, I got the same dungeon. Okay. That's tier 2. Oh, you're going to the wrong guy. Okay, I've already have 3 Marsha mounts. It's kinda nice. Yeah, we'll make a PTR summary tomorrow. So let's see, tempering on this thing. I think it costs too much, right? Yeah, we need one baleful fragment. So that's just not happening on sacred items, basically.
Anything breaks.
So I think I might actually be better off just using a normal item like this. Trying to get the marksman crit here. Like this. And this might be better than like this crossbow, for example. It can also much more easily imprint it. Because these sacred items, they all cost a legendary material. You don't have that many at this point. So this costs 6 crystals to roll, this costs 5, this is fine. Imprinting the normal one costs 2 legendary, 10 weight crystal. And this costs 10 legendary, 70 weight crystal, and 4 forgotten souls. Like, there's no way.
Fare thee well.
This costs 3 angel breath, no legendary to roll. Wait a minute, the armor costs angel breath, the weapon doesn't. Also because of the item power as well. 649, 667. Okay, it seems like there's another breakpoint here. So 667, I need 3 angel breath. 649, I don't. Angel breath can also be a bit rough. So we could use something like this here, but I can't temper it still, right? And since tempering mods are so good, you probably wanna go with like normal items for a while. I can try to just like get higher gems now, get a bit of res. We can temper some res on our stuff. And get armor. This thing has res already. And a good mod. So we can try something like this here. Enchant, you don't need impairment reduction, I guess. So it's life, for example. What if you imprint? Cost 2 forgotten souls, 5 coding. We would probably have this at this point. But I'm not gonna do it. I think you have a few angel breaths, so you could try to roll armor. If you roll armor on this thing, this will be a GG. Okay, I'm not sure if I would have that many angel breath to roll. Might have been a bit optimistic. Let's get rid of this and this. And this. Marksman damage, marksman damage. I could imprint these still. So, art for initiative, pen shots. Did we find some stuff? Here's a vengeful. So if I imprint a vengeful, that's 5 crystals and 1 baleful fragment. We would have that. I think we would actually be able to do that. So let's establish this thing. And here's an accursed touch. So we can also do an accursed touch, although it doesn't really help us. So that's what we have here. Yeah, alpha initiative and stuff doesn't really help us. $860 armor. We can actually use this pants. That's a lot of fucking armor. There should be more armor than with the Juggernaut I have right now. Yes. 30 life per second. I'll probably try to roll this once, get maximum life. Okay. Maximum life is pretty useful. You can't masterwork items, right? No, you can't masterwork them at all. So we unsuck everything. 1, 2, 3. This as well. We craft ruby. Actually, before we craft anything, we're gonna temper resistances. We can do a lot of that now.
May the light keep you.
What will it be?
So let's try it. We do defensive. Okay, unfortunately we have only the high recipe, but it's also bugged and only gives us the minimum all the time, so let's go, I guess. So this would cost 1 coining ward, 10 crystal, I think that will be okay. Cold dress. We can't do anything here. Actually we can. We can do marksman finesse. Marksman damage, okay. That's fine. There can be more res. Lighting us, ooh, that's actually going well. We can do... Ah shit, I did offensive there. So lighting is fine. Go like fire, fire. We should actually run this amulet now. It has branching bodies aspect. I can also try to go Barrage. Barrage should work really well with this aspect. It's pretty powerful. 6% chance to split into 2. Because only 5 crystals to roll, so we can do that. He has 6.5% total armor. It's actually okay a mod to roll. What do we imprint? Ghosts. We'll probably do something like this right now. Like, my pen and grease are actually okay. In fact, we can even go for a frigid. With the boots. Okay, now we can... Ah shit, we lost the socket now. But it's probably still worth it. Has much more all res. And we can also temper. So do another res thing. And hit lightning again. Which we don't want, so we want to do this again. Hit fire, which is good. Okay, so we almost cut on fire. Shadow is really down bad. Cold is... Yeah, I'm gonna do a shadow one in that case, I think. So it's not enough to just like cap you on resistances, but we are getting there. But once you go to Votive 4, we're gonna have issues. Again. Because I have very low auras as well. 1.5, 2.6, 10. We don't have Paragons yet. Once I have Paragons, it's also going to be a bit easier. So let's try Votive 4. Trying Season 3 meta build. Yeah, Pen RF is very good and it remains very good. Let's say this is twink leveling if people complain about mats. I'm not doing twink leveling actually, this is like a real level test. I'm trying to keep it realistic.
I need time to do that.
Although I do have to say I feel like I was relatively lucky getting the res temper manual, so we'll see. Did I or anyone trying hardcore and PTR without the F potion? I didn't try hardcore, but I think you don't need to try hardcore to understand, like, you know, how it's gonna work. But my plan to survive is, just don't get hit. Usually works. And keep your finger on the scroll. Doing Rogue in Season 4 instead of Sork. Well, if you want to be powerful, that's a bad move. But if you want to have fun, that's a good move. I need to prepare my spreadsheets for corpse crafting. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go that ham, but we'll see. I mean, I only have like basically tomorrow and Thursday to play blast some PoE, and then it's the free time, and then it's torchlight time, and then maybe end of the month or so, going to do a bit more PoE if my character is still alive. Okay, I should test a bit of stuff actually. Like I want to see, for example, this Shadow Enchanted if it kills me. And these cold guys here, do they kill me? Okay, this one shots. Kind of expected with only 27 res. I want to try the charge though as well. I'm bringing a tier 17 damage aspect. No, I found this. I mean, I had like a slightly lower one, but I mean, yeah, this doesn't really do much anyway, I think. Let's see how much the Aerostorms does. I could remove it. And the Curse Touch does basically nothing. But I want to see how much the things do as well. Okay, can I proc Aerostorms? And the Aerostorms does nothing, man. Not even at this level, man. Look at this. So... okay, my physical damage reduction actually feels good. And we are protected pretty well against the elements. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get full dive. Let him charge me. Come on. We have... okay, he one-shots me if it does as well, but I have only 47 cold rest. I wanna try this with 70 cold rest. I'm gonna change the gem. Where is the blue hoodie? Wait, do I look that bold already? Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's try again. It's always possible that a hit from someone will find you. Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, just don't get hit is kind of the strat in hardcore, but you can't rely on that. I mean, in general, just stack as much defense as you can, you know. Like, basically all my planners, I'm picking up, like, all of the life on Paragons. You know, I pick up all the defensive glyphs and these kind of things. And this will kind of, like, help you out a little bit to survive in hardcore. So it's kind of like the general strat, I guess. For, like, at least, if you want to do pit level 100 plus. If you don't want to do pit level 100 plus, you don't have to do pit 100 plus, you know, if you don't want to early on. If you're like under-geared and you don't have Ubers yet. Like, you know, Enquiries Might on Shaco and these kind of things will massively increase the survivability as well. Ah, we survived it, look. We have to go 70 cold rest, but yeah, 70 cold rest is slightly optimistic at this level at least. Okay, do we change the gem again? We have only 34 fire now. We have kept cold, so let's just go, I guess. Where's the blue hoodie? I have a red hoodie. And a black one and a white one. Actually, over here. I think we do this. We don't really need starter step anyway. I think this is probably the move here. We don't have a Juggernaut right now, so we can actually evade, man. It's crazy. In fact, I could have imprinted a Juggernaut. With like a few hundred armor, but I think we have a too high level Juggernaut. Actually, I wonder what happens if I imprint this with a Juggernaut now. It should still scale with item power in some way, right? It's not just the Codex thing. Oh shit. The guy followed me with the aura. Okay. Okay, we're actually kind of pumping here. It's crazy how much damage they deal with these temporary affixes. Wait, it says plus 1000 fragments, but there's still 1500 on the ground. You saw that? Because I crafted them. Okay, wait, I need to try this. It says plus 1000. But there's 1517 on the ground. I didn't take any of them. I'm gonna spend some, but less than 1500, and see what happens if I pick it up again. Oh, the Judas right there. Okay, it costs 1000. I'm gonna craft one. Go in again. And now it says 517. Okay. Alright. So there's no infinite gem fragments. It's just a visual bug. Yeah, I think realistically you probably want to stay on World Tier 3 a little bit longer. 45 is a bit optimistic. It's doable damage-wise, but it's very rough to survive. Even with 6k armor, I have 6k armor, which is already pretty good for this level. And even with the resistance tempering, since you can't upgrade the blacksmith stuff, or can't masterwork or anything, can't really get the resistance to very high.
I'm not ready yet.
Actually, I should not be killing very much here anyway, right? We should just run to the objective a little bit more. Calling ward though. I think it's poison res. Man, I was never so happy to see res on an amulet, man. This would actually be good amulet. Lose a bit of armor, get big res, some life. The life is actually pretty good, man. His life is like 20% EHP right now for me. I have 1400 life. I think World Tier 4 time is gonna be level 50, guys. Once you get Paragons, you go straight to World Tier 4 if you have some kind of good tempering. I think that's what I'm gonna do on launch. World Tier, like level 50 and go World Tier 5, boom. Like before Paragons is a bit rough. But once you have the Paragons, you're chilling, I think. Because you get like, you know, plus, I don't know, 10 res, plus 10% life, plus 10% damage. The first glyph maybe soon. Plus a few of the Barbs with the extra skill points. Some drops. No. Should we all clear an evidence or something like speedrun? Usually just try to reach the boss or the objective, basically. There's not really a reason to full clear enemy dungeons. They did make the dungeon events much better now, so I don't know how good they are. I should actually try that. I'm gonna go back to an enemy dungeon and see like how much XP are we getting there compared to just like running through the dungeon. And you also get boss materials now in Nightmare Dungeon events and stuff like that, so they've been buffed quite a bit. Oh! That's a drop, man! Elemental Surge. Okay. I'm not gonna use it though. That one is too ridiculous. But it would be funny to see actually what happens if I put an Elemental Surge somewhere. We're just gonna go around and bunch of stuff, I guess. Including Elias. Should we try it for the rules? We have like a thing here. I'm gonna try it for the rules actually. See what happens. Just having 2k life at this point, which is kind of normal. You should be chilling. Yeah, the thing is, I'm like, you know, you see, I have a lot of normal items equipped right now. Like, I'm running a lot of normal items on purpose because you won't have the materials to imprint or temper your sacred items at this point. Like, maybe one or two or something, but they cost like legendary materials and stuff like that, and you don't have that many of them. So I'm running a lot of normal items currently. But I guess once we go into World Tier 4, we're gonna start saving up these ancestors anyway and just like use what we find and try to temper something on it. Once we have materials. Thanks us up by the way, Ramza. Appreciate that. Think we'll bring back any players? Oh yeah, absolutely. I think there's gonna be a lot of people logging in on Season 4. I think you're gonna have pretty big server issues. Forbidden Tech. Yeah, you're gonna kill Elias with Elemental Surge, just for the memes. I mean, Elias is not a hard fight for this character, so... You know, Rogue has no issue against Elias anyway, so I'm gonna just try it for the memes. You're gonna put one Elemental Surge roll on one of my one-handers. And we'll see. But let's get there first. Which class is the best for D3 season 31? Necro.
I need more time.
Necro gets ridiculous power from the cube theme. Like Bone Spear in particular and Nova gonna be very strong. Wow. I hate these lightning dudes though. Like you definitely have, like on hardcore especially, I think you really have to go for lightning res. Because you can dodge almost everything, but you can't really dodge lightning enchanted that easily. It's like too many. It always gets you. Are there any good Druid builds? Yeah, Druid is looking pretty good. Tornado is very strong. It's probably the strongest for Druid. Then there's the Hurricane build. It's new. You can do some stuff with Companions. I combined Lightning Storm and Companions. That was actually kind of interesting combo. Polarize is still decent as always. So Druids are actually in a pretty good spot, I think. The new shapeshifting tech is really fun as well, I think. Okay, we got a point. Wasn't I going to invest into something? What was that? I think I got everything. Can do the dodge here as well. Who do I think is worse for the next season? For like a tier list? I mean, a tier list at this point doesn't really make too much sense anyway. I mean, I can give my ranking of, you know, current standings or so. That puts Rogue at last. And I guess Sork at the top, and then Barb second, and then the rest in between. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, all of the OP shit is gonna get nerfed anyway, I think. Or almost all of it anyway. So, I guess we'll see. Like half of the top builds right now are just bugged builds anyway. Like, you know, there's like this infinite damage Hurricane, and Firebolt is partially bugged, and the Dust Devil stuff is maybe not bugged, but certainly gonna change.
I'm not ready yet.
And all that kind of things, so... Then there's like mental surge stuff that is also certainly gonna change, I think. Like best rogue build is actually just a puncture build, just left click everything and it dies. So you're gonna see it on Elias. I'm gonna actually put it on my weapon and just try it and see how crazy it will go without me even doing much. I think I did too fast. Huh? What's bugged with Firebolt? I mean, you have to like consciously do it, so you don't really accidentally do it, but if you stack the firewalls in the same spot exactly, you multiply your firebolts and you shoot into them. Like each fireball splits them basically. So you just take like 10 fireballs and then start blasting and they just melt uber bosses in like 5 seconds. You just need to stack them exactly on top of each other. I don't mean like maneuvering myself into this corner. Okay, we got out there. So.
I'm not ready yet.
Did a Heartseeker Surge build is so satisfying. Getting packs from really far away, super fast. Yeah, I mean Surge in general is just like so overtuned. Even if like builds that are not really great with it, like Rogue, Heartseeker. You know, that's not good for lucky hit procs in general, and Rogue in general doesn't have like crazy like generic damage multipliers, like Barbs for example. You know, Barbs can do a lot more damage with Surge if you want, for example. because they just have like berserking and you know that kind of stuff. Rogue doesn't have that, and even so, like Rogue just shreds with stuff like Elemental Surge. So it's kind of like really out of whack for the, especially builds that have these kind of generic damage multipliers and that do have a lot of like lucky hit and stuff. Oh. Didn't expect to die. Did it? What's this fire damage? Because I'm still running the cold thing now. Actually, I think for this dungeon I would actually remove the shadow thing here and I would go negative shadow. I mean, there's not really much shadow damage, is there? Maybe the succubus projectiles or something? I think it was actually this projectile to shoot here. How much damage does that do? Yeah, they actually one-shot me. I'm gonna try what element does this do. Is this physical? Does anyone know what element this is? I guess it's not lightning or cold. But it kind of looks like lightning. But it one-shot me. I guess I can try fire. Yeah, rogue puncture is pretty good for search, at least for single targets. Puncture is actually relatively good for lucky hit. But for like AoE clear, you know, there are like 1,000 times better things. But it doesn't matter because you just attack like 5 times per second and just one-shot stuff with puncture, so... We can try shadow as well, but let's try fire first. Where do I go next season? I might start with Rogue anyway. No, this thing also one-shots me. Okay, let's try Shadow. Final 3 hours. It's actually, I think, like 5 more hours for the PTR, but I have to leave later. But PTR is great. Okay, I have 60 Shadow. Should be fine, if it works. Using Victimize 2, it works really well. Was able to clear tier 100 pit. The question is, would you also be able to do pit 100 if you just right-click Victimize without changing anything else? The answer is probably yes. Oh. Aha, okay, it seems like it's shadow damage, this projectile. Yeah, I'm surviving it now. Okay, it's good to know. I mean, these things are easy to dodge, just you know, make sure if you go with low shadow rest, you don't get hit by this. Okay, we have to do the elemental search thing now. So let's see how crazy this guy is gonna get shredded by elemental search with puncture. Also, the difficulty of the pit. I think it's not a bad idea to kind of stop the monster level scaling because of, you know, the armor issues and, you know, just in general, like, if you just scale monster damage to infinity, you know, then everyone's just gonna get one shot, no matter what. And you're gonna play full glass cannon builds and try to just never get hit. And that's kind of stupid. So I think, like, the monster stopping at 199 and the monster damage stopping there is fine. But it's not fine that pit 200 has, like, I don't know what, double the HP of pit 100. It should be like 1,000 times more. Or something, not times 2. So that's kind of the problem. Like, there's not really a reward for going high pit. It's just like, you know, we don't... Like, they introduce this thing which is like perfectly suited as like a push mode, as like an infinite system. But then they just make it ridiculously easy to do T200. And that's kind of stupid. Can we do a cursed weapon there? Temper. So we only have the legendary recipe here. I think the rare one went to 16,000, so it's like a quarter less or something, but okay, let's just do it. We're not gonna upgrade it, we're not gonna do anything with it. Let's just see how fast it is. Red things equals shadow, okay. Yeah, I mean, Shadow somewhat makes sense, I guess, for these projectiles, even though they don't look like purple or something. Okay, wait, we don't need to smoke grenade. I mean, you probably don't need anything, really. But let's just take the dash. Yeah, HP should scale exponentially, exactly. Like, they scale the HP in the pit very little after T100. It should be at something like, you know, maybe 5% per tier or something, you know, something that you've noticed a bit. Maybe 10% per tier. Like in D3, it's like 17% multiplicative flame per tier. So it ramps up really fast. But we don't have like area damage, we don't have stricken and these kind of things in D4. So it would be okay if the scaling is a bit less, because you actually have to bring like raw DPS compared to Diablo 3, where your DPS just increases basically as you go higher tiers because of area damage and stricken and stuff. So you don't actually have to bring like, you know, merely 17% raw DPS more all the time. Just a tiny bit of better RNG, and then, you know, you can already push a bit higher, basically. Are you supposed to play Season 3 after this PTR? Yeah, just uninstall until May. Easy. Okay, let's see Elias. We've had a mental surge, guys. Actually, it's not doing as much as I was thinking it would. I guess you can see the chunks sometimes.
I'm not ready yet.
Good thing is now everyone knows how to dodge Elias after playing the pit, man. Elias suddenly feels like such an easy fight after playing pit, dude. Never mind. He doesn't do that in the pit, to be fair. Okay, did I equip the dagger? I did. Feels like the Elemental Surge is doing less than I thought it would. And you only have one. You only have one, it's not Masterwork or anything. You don't really have like big attack power or attack speed or lucky hit or something. So I guess it's fine. Okay, let's do something else, yeah. Let's make this a bit better. We don't need this, for example. Would be nice if counters lasted longer. If counters lasted longer with more skill points, I would actually use it. Like, much more, I think. On boss fights, it could be very useful. Let's do this. Also, I'm not sure if I had Dark Shards at all. Usually I probably run Dark Shards instead of the Caltrops there. But I don't need it currently. Not sure what to put here. That's the last one. Could also do the poison. Poison, debilitating raw, debilitating toxins. Might actually be the way. I wonder if like Caltrops consumes impetus. It does actually. Yikes. Too early. Basically on Dario actually, as well as circles.
I need more time.
No, 30k pen shot, by the way. Okay. Now we're certainly a bit early, yeah. Even with Fire Res, I have kept Fire Res and stuff, although this projectile, I'm not sure, this probably does Shadow now as well. I imagine it also does Shadow. Let me try this actually. Thoughts on placing rogue drops to give iframes? I mean the caltrops? I don't feel like that I die while doing caltrops, so this has never really been much of an issue, I think. Okay, let's try Shadow. I want to see if these things are Shadow projectiles as well, like the other guys. Thanks, Alexis. Should wait for Season 4 if you're new to the game? No, you should not. Just learn the game, and then enjoy Season 4. Now we have a good time to kind of prepare a little bit and, you know, learn a class, a build, or how everything works. So I want to tank one of these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is shadow damage. This also looks like shadow, to be honest, so... But now we don't have virus. So you want fire and shadow for Elias. Usually I always went for fire only. What build will you play for leveling? Yeah, I mean, Pen RF is like the meta for rogues. I don't think it's gonna change. I mean, maybe if I get some aspects like I had the branching volleys aspect on this amulet, but I printed over it. We could try branching volleys and barrage. Should be really nice as well. At least outside of Helltide. Even in Helltide, maybe at this point, you might have enough density clear. Just play barrage.
Good fortune.
Okay, Shadow Res is down. Bad. It's actually crazy, man. I have like 33 poison res, 39 cold res. You know, like so much res tempered everywhere, but it's like not nearly enough. It's crazy. It might not even be such a terrible idea to like start rogue, get your Paragon board, get all the res immediately, and rush to the second board and put like Rayana's Instinct there and get more res. Just get the res, man. Until I can temper more. I might actually do that if I have to. If I don't get the temper recipe, and I think that's relatively likely, I might actually do that. Just go like all in on res. Yeah, I don't really like this card top stuff here. I guess he might do this and just go poison. Is everything easier or harder? That depends on what you do and when. But generally, I guess it's faster and easier. Especially for people that weren't really doing like domain tunnel farm earlier. I guess it's also shadow here, right? These ground projectiles, that's why they one-shot me earlier. Oh, oh. Oh, all the ads are stunned too. Oh, it shoots 5. Holy. Actually shoots more as it goes. Can't temper these, right? Plus 300 DPS. I guess at this point it would probably be worth to go with like a crossbow like this here. 719, that's actually pretty high. 500 life on this thing. So that's pretty juicy actually. Even though I can't temper it, I would probably use this. Yeah, we should use that even without the crit damage and stuff. The life alone is also like plus 30%. Has Moonrise. It's not terrible at this point. So now we have World Tier 4. Let's see how World Tier 4 feels. Pretty awful. Uber Elias when? I don't know. I kind of like Elias having him as a capstone. You see him often enough. But Elias could be a cool fight, I guess. But I'd rather have them bring back some other bosses, you know. Or make some new ones. Okay, there's a lot of res here, and it also has a socket. So I think this will probably be the time to change the ring. It actually has the same aspect as well, so that's kind of nice. We get an extra... no, we don't get an extra socket actually. But you have more res on it. Rapid fire. Icy Alchemists. That's kind of nice actually. Instead of this crappy... I guess we remove this one. Now can I roll? Can I imprint anything? How would it look like now? On this thing. I mean, I don't want to imprint over Icy Alchemist, but it's just checking. 2 Forgotten Souls, 5 Baleful Fragments, 35 Red Crystals, so it's very costly. And this needs 3 Angel Breath and 8 Red Crystals to roll in stats. The stats on this are actually okay. I guess you would prefer crit damage here to skill precision. How's Tempering going? 1 Baleful Fragment, 10 Red Crystal. I guess you could do an attempt. Rain of arrow damage, wonderful. 32 marksman. It's actually not really that impactful, I guess. But it's a bit. You don't need a resource here, so you could roll the resource and hopefully get crit. That would be huge. It's just percent damage, so it's not crit damage. Will this temper something here? They probably try it as well, right? Especially on a two-handed, actually. Okay, so this is kind of big. I always wanted to check how much does a Juggernaut do if I imprint it. 2,000 armor. That's a lot. It still scales with item power in some way, I think. So use another item, will probably be different. 2,400. 600. Yeah, it actually scales up a lot with the item power. So if I had like 8k armor, I would be fucking chilling here. At least once I get my res up. I guess now we do this. Are we in World Tier 4? No. It's time World Tier 4. Uber Astaroth. Yeah, as long as you don't just like follow him around while he's sitting on his dog and then he just randomly dies. That could be a cool fight. It's definitely a cool boss. But I don't like the fight itself in the campaign, because you just chase him around and then he dies. There's no phase 2 when he jumps off the thing, he just dies. So F. Okay, now how's it looking? Really bad. Magic Resistance Elixir does not exist anymore, I think, right? That used to be pretty good for like earlier World Tier 4 stuff. You can't even use these elixirs. There's Cold Res, Lightning Res, it's 20. Fortitude. Destruction. Yeah. Fortitude is 10 bundled herbs. You'll probably have a few at this point. So we'll probably try this.
Light keep you.
I guess now would be time to do another round of Whispers, right? Because they probably can't craft a sigil yet. Can't remember the fight, did it once in June and done. Yeah, kinda same.
I can take common special.
I don't have disobedience. I could unlock disobedience. But I mean, yeah, disobedience. Yeah, okay, it's 25%, right? It would be relatively good. Because you don't have any percent armor. It's just like 6% there. So even like a minimal disobedience is probably like 25% or so. And 25 to 40. We could try to imprint in disobedience actually. And you can unlock it from somewhere. My character's stuck. Okay. I want to see sigil. Costs 50 powder. Okay, there's no way we can do this. So we have to try to get something done here. You can also see a Stronghold or two, actually. Let's just do Altar of Ruin, for example. Because it's actually a good Stronghold to do. Yeah, we have 250% XP bonus now, so Stronghold should be at least not terrible XP. Or is it instance? Oh, I didn't actually check the instance. I can check that real quick. How do you plan to against level 70 monsters at level 47? Lots of armor and resist, as always.
Only honest magics.
Let's see instance. That could actually be a good idea. I'm not sure about how much they cost now. Usually it's not a good idea while leveling, but... Okay, first of all, I can't even use any of them. We only have this. And it costs 55 fucking bundled herbs. And this is like the lowest of the low. Yeah, okay, that's not happening. Incense is not happening, guys. 60, 65, 70. Holy shit. 100 bundled herbs. Knockout. Okay. Wait, why do I have a portal in Varshan? Where does it TP me? Exactly where I was, apparently. Not sure what I expected. Incense actually stack against multiple at once. Yeah, but as we just saw, you can't. Unless you want to pick a lot of flowers and rotate too. Good luck. Like, it costs like 80 herbs or something. Will there be another streamer speedrun in season 3?
I need time to do that.
I mean, like what you did there with Anna and stuff, or like what do you mean? Yeah, I don't think we can really motivate anyone to play season 3 anymore. That's not happening, so...
What's happening here?
I guess if we do this, we wanna go back to this stuff here.
I'm not sure what they found down there.
Maybe him definitely know what's happening. Exactly. Like, before is gonna be omega dead for the next 4 weeks, man.
This jewel looks like part of the key. There must be more pieces.
Okay, these songs are super easy. These guys do literally no damage to me, and I actually have a Shadow Rest gem now. Okay, I forgot. Okay, it's fine. Maybe the Shadow Rest can't hurt, actually. Like these things, for example. Like, elites with Shadow are kind of whatever. There's like Shadow Enchanted, and there's like Terrifying. And that's pretty much it. But there are some monsters that actually have Shadow damage. Also Lightning. It doesn't even hurt me. Okay. Well, technically, these are still normal monsters, right? Level 48. They're like World Tier 2 monsters, man. It's kind of funny. 63k, boom. Okay. What's the bonk here? There's nothing, okay. We're just gonna get literally one tapped.
It's over.
It's ogre. Okay, I get like no XP though. So even... Okay, I get like 2-3 bars for finishing it. Which is not terrible. What about a Nostava, for example? The only way to play Season 3 is by avoiding even watching the PTR. Too much fun, man. How can we go back?
I need more time.
You get revenue from you watching YouTube as a premium member? I don't know exactly, actually. But on YouTube videos, I think there is like a compensation for the YouTubers. So I guess it will be on live stream as well.
That.
I mean, frankly, I don't really check the numbers much. I just blast, mostly. So it's good to not think about it too hard as long as it works out.
Die in the mother's name.
Give this stranger the holy.
Yeah, I thought about doing Strongholds. Yeah, in Strongholds, the monsters are always like 1 or 2 levels above you. You see here, they're 49, 48. So you get a bonus XP multiplier from Torment, which is pretty big now. It's 250%.
Get out of my house.
Effigies reek of corruption.
But the monsters are still scaled to your level,
Destroy them.
which makes it very easy.
Go. Run.
Yeah, great.
Another lamb for the sacrifice.
Okay, we're gonna blast these though. This is famous Woody gear. And you're gonna see Woody gear in a second when I'm done with this. Not in a second. When I go back on my rogue. I'm gonna go back on the rogue one more time. On the level 100, I mean. Still wanted to try a bit more stuff on rapid fire.
The bells again. But who is left to bring them?
Can we one-tap her? Sure can.
Your evil is done.
Sure try to fan shot. Now that Nippy is here, you'll be proud, I think. Might be possible. Seems like it was like 4 arrows. Okay, I got another roughly half level from this, which is not terrible.
I knew what my mother did was wrong, but you gave me a chance to escape it. Thank
So you probably just do like more strongholds now until level 50. And you're kind of chilling. So if you can get through the Elias dungeon, you can actually just do a lot of strongholds here and like before level 50, and then at 50, I think it should be fine. Let's do a Whispers though and see how that goes. Maybe 10 Whispers, we can do this one as a good one. I did not temper search.
Anything breaks before it's
Wait, what?
I need more time.
Well, welcome to the future, maybe. I mean, I do have some marksman damage tempers. But that's a bit it basically. So this might be a slightly optimistic run, I guess, what I'm doing. But I've just been like experimenting to kind of like see how it feels when you actually have a bit like anything really. I mean, if you get like natural finesse, for example, that would already be kind of nice as well. Just like roll % damage on a few pieces or something. Right now I have like marksman damage, so there's having some stuff like that. But even without the tempers, I would still do at least half the damage,
It's locked.
I think. Which would still probably like 1-tap or 2-tap these bosses there in the Stronghold. Actually replaced a few items now, right? Okay, that's 35. But the ring has nothing, I think. I didn't put anything on the ring again. Okay, easy harvest. Bundled herbs, guys. Let's get them. More bundled herbs. It seems like they drop quite a lot though. I'm not sure if they raised the number, or the minimum at least. We played level 40 penshot with only yellows was not close. Yeah, I've like a few of these tempers here, you see this? And like a marksman crit here, so it's kind of big of course. Since you don't have much additive, so this makes my damage, yeah, probably roughly double or so at this point. I tried to see the difference when I did the cathedral. I did a cathedral with and without this. It kind of felt like double-ish. If you don't go too ham, I had like, I don't know, 3 tempers or something. And then it made it somewhat easier. So yeah, my damage is definitely a bit higher than normal. Did we do it? We did, okay.
I need more time.
Bam. I also have Icy Alchemist, by the way, so it's kind of juicy. Plus 900 DPS. World boss soon, log in, man. I mean, it's not a bad idea to go into Undergate. And realistically, as I said, it's a bit optimistic this run. It was mostly just like kind of seeing like what can you do if you get a bit of good RNG, you know, if you get a good temper manual or two. I think the mods wise, I don't think I overspent. Like I was very conservative on rolling and imprinting and stuff, I think. This guy's tanky. Head. Yo, we have 1, 2, 3. We can actually summon a Varshan now. Should we try a Varshan for rules? I wonder if I can do him. Maybe at 50 when I have the res. We put some poison. He does poison, right? Varshan is a poison boss. Okay, we need another harvest or something. I'm definitely not gonna slay the Blood Maiden now. Light Marsh. Ah, true. Not poison. Druid is poison. Varshan is shadow. Zier supposedly is the fire boss, but I don't think it actually does fire damage.
How can I help? Don't ruin all that work, huh?
You got another Icy Alchemist.
I can't do that here.
Willpower, Dex, Resource, wonderful. TB. Could be very fun to levels on TB again, man. I'm probably gonna play TB Rogue again this season. Will be fun. Or maybe just respec at some point over 100, but I think leveling it is also cool. Seems like it still go common points, same size as of inferior. I mean, for like difficult content, yeah. Inner sight doesn't really hold up. because it's easy to solve resources. Crit is basically unnecessary for range builds. And or barely works for poison builds and these kind of things. And like basically like inner sight is like a farming thing, I guess, in general. Yeah, inner sight also doesn't work for dot builds in the first place. Like it only works from hits. It's not bad to run inner sight, but it's not like a, you know, high-end stuff thing. It's like a high-end choice, so. I think Barbarian does have a bit of merit for like high-end stuff because of the insane cooldown restats you can get from it. But yeah, inner sight is mostly for like, you know, Helltides or whatever. Complete free events. Nah, I think we're gonna do the cellar and this thing and then we turn in. I wanna play prepped and inner sight and Helltides. Yeah, it just feels like it's still not consistent enough with the inner sight procs. And on the other hand, I mean, if you have like some 14 seconds inner sight, it kind of feels good. But it's not that hard to solve the resources anyway, so. But if you want to play like some non-basic build very early, then inner sight does actually help you do that. Oh my god, man. How much is a poison res? 3. Ah, great.
I don't have any potions.
Getting fucking blasted by poison here. I don't have potions. Man, imagine if I like an undying or something at this level. That would be sick. Just stun him. Oh! No position.
No potions.
Okay, got him. Okay, what do we have here? They summon more snakes. These guys also shoot poison, right? No. Ancestral. Yeah, something like this is actually huge, right? 1200 life. It's like plus 50% of what I have right now. Actually, it will be more like double if I don't have this or so. Not double, but 60, 70 almost. And life per hit. So I actually prefer that over like a bunch of decks and stuff. We can bring this thing at 60. Unfortunately, it's very far away. This thing also has plus 560 armor and 400 life. So it's actually more armor, despite not having the armor roll. I need to check what the temper cost on these though. You probably wouldn't use this one right now. Or the sacred, you already tempered the sacred. So you establish all these. I have a filter for my Falconer build. Yes, there's a filter in the guide. And in the Discord as well. Yeah, life on hits. I mean, you have 30 life on hits. Which is actually pretty good right now. Like when you have these super low life values, like early on, life per hit is actually pretty good stats. I also noticed it when I was like level 20 or something. I got like 5 life per hit somewhere. That was actually pretty good. I guess it just falls off later. Like later on, you never want life per hit on your gear. Unless you have like a build that kind of like hits, I don't know, 100 times per second or something. Like snake. I need to check how much damage does the Accursed Souls do. 2.5k. That's very impressive. They live level 60 when? I don't think it will be too hard actually, on a good build. If you have a bunch of gear and they imprint it, if you twink it out, it's gonna be super easy, I think, on the right build.
I need more time.
Man, these fuckers have the poison. It's gonna be very fun to play hardcore though. I'm very excited for the season start on hardcore. Like the risk versus reward choices you're gonna make. It's gonna be great.
I need more time.
Mate, deposit? Wait, it still says I should deposit. Ah, just bugged out or something. Okay, we can do another diamond dungeon. We have paragons now. I should probably try one without paragons first. See how it is. Now we get the rest as well though. We also get armor, which is mildly useful at this point. Level 35 of all the Brainiacs. So if you have level 35, then you can print some stuff. I wonder how it's gonna be actually. Like, can I take like a level 1 item and then print like a 16 out of 16 codex power? I guess you can, right? You just can't find the high ones before the 34. I have no idea what I actually want here. The arts gauntlets. Maybe get lucky here. Who am I kidding? Oh, I also wanted to try Varshan, right? Is that Shadow? Put a Shadow Gem. I am excited for Season 4, yeah. Barb has so many DR sources and aspects compared to other classes. Yeah, Barb are fucking ridiculous. Still. I mean, it kind of makes sense, the melee and all that. Well, melee. I guess in Season 4, Hoda hits the entire screen. Dust Devils kills everything off screen. You have God Demon Hunter Barb. Yeah, as long as they keep this crazy stuff there, then I guess all this damage reduction for Barbs doesn't make much sense anymore. But yeah, Barb seems so easy mode in terms of survival. Like, I watched like a clip of Rob like doing some pit 200 or something, and he literally just like walks into packs. He walks into the boss, tanks everything, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah, Barb life, I guess. At least now we have our Earth Ring, so we can play like a Barb, playing as a rogue, with like half the toughness, yes. So how does the Varshan work? 70 Shadow Res. Yeah, I think I need some healing though if you want to do this. Let's try to put some life per hit and see what happens. Rank 13 Darkshot will surely save us. I mean, rank 13 Darkshot, to be fair, is actually pretty strong. Even lower than that. Darkshot is a pretty useful tool for rogues to survive the pit fights. The bosses in particular. But yeah, in general, like looking at rogue in the pit versus like Barb is like day and night. Mineral Undying. I don't have... You can't get Undying from the Codex though. We don't have it. So we're gonna try this and just roll the damage. 24 life per hit. Yes, 21. So let's just do this. Do we have any other life per hit? 2 energy on kill. I guess... Can this have life per hit? It can. 5. So we got Shadow Rest, that's fine. Didn't roll most of these here, I guess. Okay. So let's do this with Paragon. Because at this point it's getting a bit optimistic. Life. We probably want the armor as well. Wait, did we find a glyph immediately? Where did this come from? Maybe it dropped from the chest actually when we turned it in. Yo, plus 15 armor. Log in. Actually, I wanted this one. Probably better. 2.3 crit. You have precision. So, Elixir. I actually found this as well. Look, Elixir 42 too. Okay. 3.6k life. I wonder if he kills me. Rend size looks insane. Yeah, any size looks insane, but let's see this. Probably hits from like half a screen away. Oh man. It almost looks like the PoE cleave memes. The damage seems very good actually. What about the Rupture though? Rupture, you still have to run in there. I mean, you don't really have to Rupture him. But there's the aspect where I think every 20 seconds it doesn't consume or so. So you have to run in like at least that often. Damage is Omega trash. I mean, look at this. He's cleared it 3.5 minutes. This is not Omega trash. He's just too used to Surge, Rogue and stuff. I mean, it's not like Barb meta or so, but this is, you know, fine. I'm better than half the rogue builds. I mean, yeah, RF is like the best rogue build. Of course, RF can do this faster than like, you know, Barb build number 15. At least we have that. But, you know, it's still okay, I think. If you want to play Rend. You do not get the R from Blade you apply with Rend. Wait, what? Are you sure? Come on, man, Copium. Rogue is fine, Copium. Yes. At least we have Rapid Fire. I mean, TB also seems pretty decent, actually. I guess Rapid Fire is probably like stronger and a bit safer. I probably want to change a few things here, so I don't need this. And it feels kind of weird. Like, I would really like to go Poison Imbuement, but Poison Imbuement also seems kind of useless. Fuck. We go Caltrops, I guess. Man, I really wish that they would make the Caltrops and the trap stuff, the Tempers, like a utility one, or maybe even offensive, but not weapon, man. Caltrops duration actually feels really good, and Caltrops size, and traps arm faster, and all that kind of shit. It's actually really nice to make these traps a lot more viable. But it's a weapon temper, so you can't use it. Maybe you want to be, I guess. I guess we don't need Penshot at all for this fight. We're gonna just individually kill the elites. Can do. I think there's some dots here, let's do that. Yeah, we can maybe keep the Fisher Finance, but kind of whatever. Do we just do this here? 12% non-physical? Wow. Nah, I guess poison is better than this even. So maybe we should just do poison. We have that, we have this. I'm gonna keep the main striker. Movement speed will help me helpful here. We don't need this very much though. Oh shit! I'm in tier 4, I need a... Okay, I'm stupid. I need a Malignant Heart now. For some reason I thought I was still in World Tier 3. Wait, World Tier 3 Varshan, what level is he actually? I have no idea. I guess we don't care. Okay, let's grab a heart. Take PT. We could take PT actually, but the poison damage is so low with precision anyway. Like, that's like probably like 10% damage upgrade or something over the entire fight, so having this on top doesn't really help us. I gave most of my mats away. Fuck. I'm not sure if I still have any hearts. Although, we could try a World Tier 3, Varshan. Just for the rules, and then we're gonna try World Tier 4. We can trade a heart. Pork, let's go. Least play class in Season 4? Rogue, for sure.
You, wanderer, I know what you are.
Wait, I don't have you, maybe? Yikes. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, I gave all my stuff to Riker last night. One heart. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. So I'm probably gonna get shredded, but let's see. Rogue got a short end of the stick. Yeah, I think Rogue is just balanced. For the most part, at least. And it's not like ridiculously overtuned with a lot of shit. And there's still like relatively overtuned stuff on Rogue. And the new stuff is like not as powerful as like some of the new stuff in other classes. Like the stun grenade stuff is like just not that great. It's like actually one of the like weakest Rogue builds now, for example. Trying to make a build around stun grenades. But I guess it is a build now. Where before it just like was just not viable in any way. And then the arrow storms just doesn't really work out, I feel. I'm actually left clicking these guys. Level 75. Only a few attacks. They have like 2k life or something. Alright, let's see. Time to dance. You need to avoid the stacks, guys. Oh my god. Okay, these ads have too much life, man.
I'm out of energy.
No way. It's just eating them. Okay, I guess he actually takes a long time. Like there's too much chance again. Anyway, die. Maybe I can nuke down the right ad when he drains the first one. And come back in an hour. Now we're not gonna stay here very long. Just trying this a bit. But that's probably not a good idea to go so underleveled to Varshan. Varshan is also one of the hardest. He also gets a barrier all the time. Like I also noticed it, the fight was super long on my other rogue. Okay, this worked. Wait, did he eat the other one? I think he did. Shit. Wait, he immediately ate the other one. What the fuck? I killed the first guy and he immediately started the second one. My god, man. Okay, that's like no way. It's actually rough. Kind of funny how always the second Varshan spawns. It's started about a free Varshan. Take poison action often that. It's just the boss, like he blasts your heart, man. Druid is so weak. Wait, are you playing the same patch that I'm playing?
Wanderer, I know what you are. You, wanderer.
I've seen the Puncture Rouge build. It speeds through T200. You mean by the guy in chat? That Mippy guy? Yeah, I've seen it. But currently, I have no intentions of covering it, because that's probably not going to make it into the patch. But we'll see. I don't think it will survive the patch. Summoning item. Okay, so we need to do... Dude, this thing costs a coiling ward. So you definitely don't want to convert this stuff early on. But in general, I guess you don't really want to do the bosses anyway, unless there's like some really important item. Yikes. Okay. Let's try Varshan tier 3. What has Mippy done? Well, he pressed that Masterworking button around 10,000 times. And then he started clearing the pit in 2 minutes. With all the builds. Any time frame for Maxwell Planner full update for new itemization? So I don't have a time frame for it now. I mean, the expectation was you would have it like last week. But yeah, I guess it takes longer than expected, and Riff is busy with other shit and all that. But yeah, I guess it will be sometime in the next 1 to maximum 3 weeks. Hopefully. We also wanted to implement Calx finally for like, you know, damage, defense and all that. Okay, and like Votive 3 is a joke compared to Votive 4. How much damage does you? And he turns around and immediately does the next one, actually. Okay, he only doesn't eat the next guy immediately when he eats the first one successfully. He always tries to get one immediately. What does this do? Nothing. It does actually nothing. What? Yo, mother's embrace. Okay, enough. Let's go back. Anything else you want to try here? With leveling? I guess I'm gonna do like one more nightmare dungeon or something. I want to try a tier 21. You have Carrion Fields there. And I think other than that we are probably done here with like level tests for now. I would really like some more poison rest, to be fair. But we can't really afford it right now. Without this socket. So we got this. Everything is looking kind of okay. Poison's really down bad though. Okay, let's get rid of this shit here. I guess it's smoke grenade time again. Smoke grenade, pretty big. We don't do card drops. We do this.
Not in town.
I don't think we keep dash. We do have an extra skill point though. I think I might want to keep Shadow Imbue actually, or Cold. Cold could be kind of nice as well. To get a fish if he has at range as well. Maybe I try Cold. Something like this. You have the healing, you have sturdy, we have agile, we have rugged even. Where's the alchemist? The healer, I mean. Huge corruption ring.
Don't let the cold
So if I extract this thing now, it will just say like 15 out of 16, I guess, or something. Right? What do we have? Corruption. It says 12 out of 16. I guess it'll be 13 out of 16, right? You really should not sandwich it, but I'm doing it. Yeah, it's 13 now. Postpartum depression after PTR. Are Uber links visually distinguishable from other Unix? Well, on the tooltip, yes, because they have level requirement 35 when they're not socketed. When they are socketed, they have level requirement 60, just like any other ancestral item. But I don't think they have anything special other than that. But you can tell from the requirements when they drop, at least. Nah, we probably still want Shadow Imbue actually for these kind of packs here. Not sure if the Cold is really necessary when we already have. Like, I'm actually killing this entire pack right now with pen shot only. Yo, what's up with the glyph drops? 1, 2, Tempering Manual. Marksman Finesse. Log in. The game knows what I need, man. What do we get? Infusion, Fluidity. Great. Actually, this Nightmare Dungeon feels really chill. I should try a Helltide after this and see what happens. Let's do this. I want to see what happens when I go Shadow Imbue. And maybe remove this. Although this is like the only thing I have to save me from dots. Can remove this. I guess Shadow might feel better. Shadow Imbue and Bar is so 2023. It's still a pretty useful tool though for AoE like this. Look, it's actually pumping. And this is not buffed by my marksman damage and stuff as well, so it's not even like, you know, because I have tempered stuff. I don't have corruption. I don't really have anything, and it's just like destroying. Can run Volatile Shadows and run CI. Yeah, okay. Volatile Shadows actually has become a lot better now, I agree. I was actually considering putting it into some builds. I might fearcraft around that a little bit. On melee builds, like a puncture, like TB, Umbrus combo, it might work out pretty well.
I need more time.
And like the thing is, it's also like a half of it's actually an offensive aspect, right? Because yeah, because you get the explosions and you get the non-physical damage. It's actually pretty strong. For I think it's mostly a melee rogue thing. Look, he's a turf glyph, he's another temper manual. Damn. Is that the crossbow? Let's get it. Basic augments rogue. Yo, someone told me that their punctures cast twice actually gave them double combo points, but I tried it, it didn't work. It only worked for Heartseeker. So, what the hell? Now the question is the Heartseeker a bug or is the Puncture a bug? I'm inclined to believe Puncture is a bug. But Force of Arrow also didn't work. Yeah, for me the double Heartseeker worked. But that was the only one that worked. I'm just gonna bug report that Puncture didn't work. Play any other but Rogue. Yeah, I played all classes in all seasons. Ooh, that was a juicy one. Exile. Elixir of position 2, by the way. Let's get it. They actually seem to get a lot of elixir drops again. 5 Auras, 400 life. This is definitely something. I would like to see like what are the reroll costs again. I keep forgetting how much it is. Mystic's Journal. It's not the kind of journal I want. I want the Blacksmith Journal.
This foreigner dares bring his army to the sacred place.
Please leave Puncture alone. Wait, you don't want double column points on Puncture? Or like, what exactly do you mean? Reminds me of AOZ. The spiders. Wait, the boss comes out immediately. What's going on? Seems buggy. Okay, boss fight is actually not too bad to this. But on other builds it would probably feel kind of bad. You might stagger him actually.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh my god. Yo. 63 XP. Wait a minute. Fusion, Turf. I guess you can do Turf, and at least that's something. You could also do the Magic Glyph actually. For precision build, the Magic Glyph is maybe usable actually. For the crit damage. Let's do this one. Also Ancestor. Okay, so this is pretty easy, yeah. It's not Helltide. Another search user. %, for free. You open up a skill slot for mobility and caltrops. Yeah, it's kind of nice actually. Also, it's a crit chance. I mean, it's only 15%. It's not that crazy, but it's something. And I guess sometimes you get the explosions as well, so that's kind of cool as well. Just get like extra pops. Even if you don't scale shit imbue very much, it still does a little bit on like the big packs. Did we change anything else right now? No. Okay, we have 6.2k armor, which is kind of decent. Poisonous is down bad, my cold and shadow are a bit weak. What is that curse touch? Actually killing stuff. Break, curse, stores, souls, steal. Increase damage. Okay. Boom. The training be as big in D4 now. As big as what? But trading will definitely be a thing now, yeah. Much more at least. Insatiable Hunger, let's try the event. I guess the events might be a really good way of getting like, some ancestral loot and some boss materials at the same time. Early on. Also I have 0 cinders so far. How did that happen? Do you still want to fail the event? I suppose if you fail the event you probably don't get boss mods. But maybe you do. Let's try it. There's 3 aspects that increase in grenade damage by 35%. I think there's like 5 of them or something. But yeah, Grenades Rogue is still like the weakest archetype of rogue that we have, I think. Like even like a Flurry Poison Rogue is probably better than like a Grenades Rogue.
A fine harvest for my master.
Okay, let's see if we get stuff here at the end. As D2, as big as D2. I mean, D4 is much more solo self-found friendly than D2, so I don't think we're ever gonna go back to the D2 times. But yeah, the Omega Tryhards, they will certainly like get some pretty juicy items with JSP and real money trade and stuff. And just regular trade as well, I guess. And let me be chat, guys. I didn't check, but I didn't get anything here, right? Okay. I still have 0 cinders, man. What? Wait. I got bamboozled. That's a big Helltide, by the way. Any cold shadow variant on TB still viable? I mean, yeah, for leveling and farming and stuff, you can do it. It's gonna be the same as before, basically. Maybe even better, you can do like inner sight shenanigans or preparation shenanigans. But boss damage is extremely important in Season 4. And cold shadow TB does not have it. So, it's gonna be back to poison. Like, I'm gonna rework the entire Maxwell guide to poison TB start from the start, basically. Because people also gonna do Helltides, there's gonna be like the Blood Maiden, you want boss damage there. And all that kind of shenanigans. So there's gonna be loads more poison TB than before. But yeah, I mean, if you want to farm like speed farming wise, yeah, this is gonna be one of the fastest builds. Glyph, Forgotten Soul, 2 Angel Breath. Actually, a lot of stuff that these guys drop. How much damage does this Spire do? I'm gonna try to get hit by one. Let's shoot again. Okay. Okay, not too much. It's mostly fluff.
I'm not ready yet.
Is there anything of Nature's Fury Druid? You have proc Junkie. Currently there's like the bugged Hurricane build that does trillions of damage. Which is based on Nature's Fury, proccing Hurricane with Boulder. And that it just goes infinite. But outside of that, I think Nature's Fury is gonna be really bad next patch. I mean, you can still do it if you really like it, but it's not gonna be like meta anywhere. Bastion Rampage is the meta for most builds. Like for Shred, for sure. For Tornado, for the normal Hurricane builds. I mean, Nature's Fury is still a thing on Boulder, I guess. Like if you play like the typical Boulder build, I guess it's still Nature's Fury all the way. You could actually try to play a non-Nature's Fury Boulder now with the Hurricane duration. And the Hurricane cooldown reduction you can temper and stuff, but you don't want to do that because Boulder chance to cast twice exists. So Boulder remains the Nature's Fury build. So you can do that. So this means actually you can proc tornadoes and stuff, right? With Boulder. How does that work? Right, it becomes a core skill and then the Boulder procs tornadoes. Those tornadoes can make stuff vulnerable and slow if you want. Yeah, Boulder's probably the only one where that makes sense. It's gonna be pretty good build actually. Boulder's strong. But it takes a while to get there. Like you can't play it from the one. Wait, what? I see the Blood Maiden event here. Whoa. I'm not even in the same zone, man. What?
Will you help me, stranger?
That's crazy.
I'm not ready yet.
Wait, so is the entire Helltide actually one instance? I mean in the same instance with like only 12 other people for the entire Helltide or what? This is a different zone. I know it's not this. Okay, never mind. For some reason I thought it ends here. It's not a different zone. Never mind.
You were the answer to my prayers.
It's the same.
Bless you.
One player needs to discover it. Now I just thought that this is a different zone. Like for some reason I thought I'm, you know, in a different instance, but I'm not. It's just it's a super large one, yeah. Where's the last guy? Try cold poison. I think instead of cold poison, you're probably better off with shadow poison, Corgan. You can try to, like, you know, maybe scale something like infusion glyph or so even. But yeah, on TB and also on flurry, I think you definitely want to include poison now just to have single target damage. Or you can still try flurry RF, but I'm not sure how that will work out. Probably not that well. Flurry RF is in a really bad spot, I feel. Because you want position for rapid fire, or you know, else rapid fire doesn't make that much sense. Flurry damage is also not that great on single target, so seems like XP is still kind of low here compared to Nightmare Dungeons. I think it would be way faster in Nightmare Dungeons compared to this. Did we get mats here? No. Talking about Surge, Masterworking should impact the damage, not like a hit chance. Yeah, that would be the expectation, I guess. I mean, either way, I guess it wouldn't matter as long as, you know, it only does one of them and it upgrades, you know. I mean, okay, upgrading the lucky hit chance is definitely better than upgrading the damage on Surge. Because the Surge can easily one-shot stuff, and proccing it more often is better in that case. It's just more consistent then. But the Elemental Surge, number one, is like super overtuned, and number two, there's like also some weird stuff going on. Ooh. That was a bit greedy, I guess. And she was a multi-shot. And probably shadow damage. Wait, that's my corpse. I guess Succubus does shadow damage sometimes, or fire, I'm not sure. How's my fire? 50 fire res. Got souls. Cinder, okay. I'd like to just open a chest and see how much I get. Did they ever upgrade the XP you get for the big chests? I don't think so, right? The big chests give you no more XP than a small chest, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Surge seems to be by design intended to help builds that stronger single target damage that have an option to compensate. Yeah. I mean, that's generally okay. But I feel like it's not really interesting. And it can easily get out of hand, right? Because there are some builds that have like Omega Lucky Hit. And they will just benefit so much more from Surge than anything else. It's like kind of hard to do that well, I think. If anything, I would like if that is the intention of a single target stuff, I would much rather just have this be like, I don't know, a juicy chunk of elite damage or something. You know, literally just like damage against elites, damage against bosses, and they can kind of like just throw that on a weapon or something. And then he still played like a normal build.
I need more time.
I think in general it's kind of crazy that after 4 seasons we still don't even have like an aspect that just says like, you know, increase your damage against bosses by X or something. And I think such an aspect would have to be like very powerful and it can easily be abused for uber bosses and stuff, and then everyone has to take that aspect, so maybe that's not such a great idea. But I don't know. Maybe it's not such a good idea for the tempering to exist that way, because like I think it's fine to like maybe swap a few aspects, swap a skill or two, and you know, a few tweaks to do like uber bosses, for example. But I don't want to go and like temper other items and stuff like that to kind of like optimize my setup a little bit for an uber boss. So if that was like, you know, the strongest option for a build just to kill bosses, then it's probably also bad. I like when builds are somewhat consistent. Pension would be best in the aspect deal X% damage if Pension hits less than white targets. I mean, honestly, this is actually what I would hope they would do with Eaglehorn at some point. You know, Pension already has a dedicated unique. Just give it a cool effect that actually helps with a single target. How about that? Just make Eaglehorn something like your pen shot, like, you know, seeks out enemies or something with a chance. As in, you shoot it once and then it returns and comes back. And that would naturally just help you a lot more on single target than it would in AoE. And there you go, they have single target damage on pen shot suddenly. If you want, you know. And if you don't want, you can still play Pen RF or something. Like, that would actually increase the build options a bit. If pen shot would be able to do some single target damage. I mean, the only way to like play pen shot right now, like a pure pen shot, is you go Beastfall and Banish Lords. And I mean, that's kind of funny if you do like the full combo and then, you know, boom, 300 million into the pit boss phase. But yeah, it's also, you have to do that whole thing and play around it. It actually kind of works. You can probably like one-shot bosses on pit 200 with that. With like a full combo, a little bit of math. Okay, the XP is abysmal here, by the way. Living Steel. Yo! We got this though. Kinda huge. Okay, crit chance is not really huge for precision, but it might help me a little bit with the consistency. I feel like sometimes I'm not getting my precision stacks. When are we getting COE? Okay, Venice is Omega dead? Nah, it will be 300 million. You also get 2 pen shots now, not just one, maybe. I actually tried it. I did like a 40 million-ish combo. Like 30, 40 million. That's quite easily doable with like Omega crap woody gear. And then I started doing some math. And I calculated I can hit roughly 15 times extra damage. Without really being too optimistic. And without really taking off too much of the defense of the build. So something like 300 million plus to one-shot a pit boss, or maybe two-shot it, you know, you can do 2 combos, like 30 seconds later you just do another one. It's definitely doable on pen shot. With rapid fire you can absolutely one-shot bosses. But yeah, you wouldn't do it on rapid fire, I guess. Only first pen shot benefits on exploit. Yeah, but you don't run Skyhunter anymore. It's not such a big deal. You only have 3 ranks anyway. Is TB Rogue good for PvE? Yeah. TB Rogue is fine. So good. But the ranged rogues are the meta right now. Just study on Diary Fight, hope they don't nerf it. I don't think they will nerf it. I think a Diary Fight is fine just as it is. Especially if they nerf some of the top builds, it will actually be kind of cool. And you can still make like boss killers that make it somewhat easy. Okay, I think we don't have more time to spare on leveling. Is there anything else you want to try now with leveling? We're kind of there, I guess. So once you equip ancestral items, you're just going to be chilling, I guess, and that's it. Like equipping stuff like this is actually pretty strong. Here's like the shadow stuff. I see alchemist here. Yeah, at this point it's just like cap your armor, cap your resist as best as possible, and then you're fine, basically. At level 60, you're gonna be fine once you encrypt some ancestrals. You actually get a lot of stuff. If you look at this here, I've so many ancestors already. Maybe do like one more Nightmare Dungeon. Heathen's Keep. Duriel is easy. Yeah, Duriel is too easy, I think. Like, Varshan is the hardest. I guess the second hardest is Andariel.
That looks worn. I can.
Duriel is definitely too easy, I think. He does nothing. And Lord Zir does even less than that. And Kigar is kind of okay. He's like in the middle. He's fine. I think in general they should probably up the base damage of all of the bosses a little bit. It feels like if you don't have stacks, or if you have only one stack or so, they just kind of like don't hurt you at all. I think they can like probably double the auto attack damage or something on all of the Uber bosses to make them a bit more, you know, engaging. You group twice with people and they died in 30 seconds. Yeah, you group twice with people that probably played either Firebolt Zork or Twister Barb or a Hurricane Druid or something like that. But all of these things will not exist the way they are in the PTR right now, most likely, so. But yeah, I mean, I didn't play like an OP boss killer, and it was like a long fight, and as I said, like if you play like a real boss killer, yeah, it would still be relatively easy. But yeah, I expect like heavy nerfs for a lot of stuff, so. Like all these like 20-second skills and stuff, I don't think they're necessarily gonna happen unless we have like some, you know, crazy builds still, and like really high-end gear. Like also if you group with people, I mean this is PTR, people have infinite mats. They probably haven't had like 12 out of 12 masterwork on the right stuff, on most gear, and you know, all that stuff, right? It's like pretty endgame stuff that people already have. Depending on how hard they try with like gearing. So we're talking about people that already spent like, you know, 50, 60, 80 hours on a character in like the season basically. Bang, with no, Barb, FO, Sword Meta stuff, that just look 3 stacks real fast. Oh, you mean the players that you grouped with died really fast? Yeah, okay, I mean if you go into an Uber boss fight and you know nothing and you tank everything, then you're gonna die very fast. Yeah, that's expected. But, you know, if you actually know what to do on like Zir and you don't tank the fucking hug, then he does literally nothing. Or same with Duriel, like if you don't tank his, like I don't know what it's called, the projectiles, the flying projectiles, he does literally nothing, like. Gonna take a D4 back to a quick 150 in Necro this weekend. Maybe I'll go for Necro, yeah. We'll see. I don't really want to play another season of Nova or so. Maybe I'll do Bone Spear instead of Nova. I think I was PTR. So far. So far. Last 5 hours with the PTR. What do you think so far? Well, it's pretty good. Need nerfs though. There's a tanky dude just standing on the Guardian. What's going on? Imagine the states of rotation if all bosses are as hard as released to live. Well, good news for everyone involved. The Tormented bosses are completely optional. They don't give you anything that you can't get anywhere else. And they're not even more efficient at giving you anything either. So there's no harm in making them hard. Literally none. I'm gonna wait for that turret to expire. Oh, I forgot to put a turf clip here actually. Can we activate it? I think we can. Can we? No, actually. 17 strength. There's no other strength here. There's there, here, here, here. So this is usually when you upgrade it, so we can't actually activate it. Oh, building a ranged weapon, huh? Dude, I'm getting blasted by Volcano while I'm checking my Paragon. Stop. Huge, 11 marksman damage. Wait a minute. When you have Icy Alchemist and Volatile Shadows? It doesn't work, right? It only works for the imbued attacks. Would be cool if you could also proc the cold explosions. Okay. I think I get so much Glyph XP. And this is not even buffed yet. We don't even have the buff in the PDR, so I wonder how much Glyph XP we're gonna get. You're probably gonna end up with like, you know, 6, 7, 8 glyphs or something, level 21 by the time you hit 100 if you just farm diamond dungeons, I expect. I don't know how much it will buff it, but if it's like in the range of like 20-30% buff or so, which I would expect. Maybe more. Are you gonna go back to regular default this next month? Hell no, dude. Okay. We are done here, I think, with the level tests. Eagle Horn allow pencil to be charged up like PoE2. Oh, that would be cool, man. Imagine it would allow you to like hold pen shot and the Kamehameha like for real, man. That would be badass. Oh, I'd love that. Okay, we can actually remove this here. It's interesting little test session. Okay, what do we have here? Rapid fire, scoundrels. So we actually kind of a build here. Arrow storms, huh? Rapid fire cast twice, rapid fire cast twice. Okay, so we got kind of like the stuff that I want here. No one is going back to regular D4 after the PTR. Exactly. Like, for the first time, you can actually say, like, D4 fucking completely dead. Like, no one's gonna play it. Like, no one. I guess Rob will. But it's probably the only guy. Do I have a Throne and Liberty beta code? No, I do not. Okay, we have to probably make a bit of a change here. What do we have? We have Deadly Ambush. Are we gonna run Deadly Ambush? We don't care too much about cutting stratagem. I'd say it's like an extra arrow, that's fine and all, but not really crazy. We don't want this. We don't want this. We want Eldritch Bounty, I'd say. Actually, since you're playing melee, how about we go Blade Shift and Tricks of the Trade? You're playing melee with Cold Imbue. That actually works together. I mean, it's kind of greedy, and we can't really fight anything at range, but it's pretty good. 6 of the trade board is also pretty efficient. There's the Brawler. We grab this, we path out here. I think I'll do this. We just go Blade Shifting. Blade Shifting also gives us phasing, which is kind of cool. And also, I think it lasts longer now, right? Didn't they increase the duration? 4 seconds? Okay, I'm actually not sure if they increase the duration. It's also the CC thing. After moving through enemies 5 times, the next blade of days. What's the next game? We're gonna play some PoE until Friday, and then we play D3. And also Ori and the Blind Forest, probably on Wednesday or Thursday. We're gonna do a variety stream. You can try the Blade Shift attack. Do we go for Poison Trap? I think we actually do Poison Trap. Wait a minute. Rapid Fire, Poison Trap, we don't need that thing here. Cold Imbue. I kind of want Smoke Grenade as well. Smoke Grenade is pretty nice. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. Maybe Innovation doesn't hurt. I guess we're kind of countering here. Can do this. Do this. I kind of want to go rugged. Let's do this. Ah, shit. I guess Smoke Grenade on 4 is fine. How about this setup? Kind of interesting. Okay, okay. Yeah, 3 points here. Yeah, maybe we don't go haste anymore these days, right? It's kind of like whatever. So... increased chill effect. I mean, here 3 hits freeze and here 4 hits freeze. So I wouldn't mind 3 ranks. Without extra ranks, we can't make it 2. So we go for rank 3. You probably want to go full Dark Shroud. I mean, one disadvantage I have with Blade Shift is we're gonna get less Dark Shroud stacks. But okay. Let's see. This is fine. I guess I go agile. I would like to get rugged. I don't think I can fit it though. Unless I take out points here. We may not need innovation. But you're gonna have really high attack speed. I think 1 or 2 points in innovation might be important. Let's take this out. Let's do this. Yeah, okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna free stuff. It's fine.
Hungry?
Hello. Probably.
Big bag?
No.
Thanks.
Nini is here, guys.
Reinforcements.
Reinforcements, yeah. I have 1.5 hours left, or less. I'm just trying to figure out the rogue meta real quick.
Hello, chat.
This itemization feels like they just started random things and didn't test anything. Yeah, I mean, Blizzard is not very good at catching bugs and broken stuff, that's true, but I do think they thought about this pretty well. Date night Moncastier. Yes, actually. We're going out for the first time in a while. Needs more variety. Every stat is more projectiles or skill size. I mean, I think for the starters is fine. But I mean, they can just add more recipes, right? Every season they can, like, you know, change recipes, they can add recipes. So I'm not really worried about that at all. Okay, the thing is only masterwork to 4. First of all, let's like start masterworking a little bit. You also have wound damage here, which is just the wrong stat, but okay, fuck it. This is a Scoundrel's Kiss. Ah, it has a Buin cooldown actually, I forgot about that. Damage reduction is non-existent. Yeah, I don't think this is a downside really. I think this is actually pretty healthy. Like, you know, defensive choices on your gear and on your skills and your passives and stuff actually matter a lot more now. I think it makes gearing and decision making on builds much more interesting. Instead of just like stacking quadruple damage reduction on your chest and your pants and you just face tank everything. I think people are still playing like in the season 3 mindset where nothing hurts you. And you just go full blast, full speed, full damage. Who cares about DR? And you just have to learn to live in a new meta, I guess. We have tempered armor here. Do we have Juggernaut in this? I actually do not have Juggernaut. I'm doing this without Juggernaut. Okay. Siphoned Victuals. Yeah, no. I think I want to keep Umbers. Okay, my setup here is kind of 30k life. Okay, let's try to adjust the Paragons a little bit. We keep this. We probably don't go for this though. Well, we probably don't go for this. Yeah, Nimble is kind of outdated. Control is also not really in the way. We do combat. This is fine. We don't do pride. This is not buffed. And this is not buffed, so F. I actually need only 18 strength, so we could probably make that work. Okay, we wanted to get... We have that ambush, right? Yes. But we need Eldritch Bounty. We don't have Eldritch Bounty board at all right now. How's my res? This is actually okay-ish. Maybe we can make it happen without the Ranas. Just remove this board. go for Eldritch Bounty and try to do it this way. We don't have to like respec too much. Actually, we can just pop out there to do this. But we want to remove this here, right? So yeah, I kind of scuffed and stuff, but you might not even have to like max out your combat glyph that hard anymore. You don't necessarily have to go for the Iron's Instinct board anymore to get a 49. You can probably get away with like 44 int or 39 int. Have a bit less crit damage, a bit less crit multiplier on the precision. But you can get a lot from just your weapons. Like your weapons can roll so much crit damage now. So, like this, we can probably also make this work now. Do we want to go, if I could say? 10% on life, yeah, it's kind of strong. Plus the movements, potency, it's... Yeah, I think that's good enough. You might or might not hit us. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 int nodes here, so this is 39. So let's just go with that. Attach. There's life. I guess I'll go for the life. Maybe we can grab this as well. Okay. Okay. Bam. Okay. Well, good enough for science, I guess. Okay. Dude, I have a fully stacked exploit glyph, man. That needs to change. Do we actually want exploit glyph at all? I don't think I necessarily want that anymore at all. What about turf? We have turf. We don't need ship. Can do canny. Canny is not terrible. Can do control. Nah. Ranger would be pretty good if we play with Heartseeker. Actually, Forceful Arrow has become a lot better now as well, I feel. Despite having very readily available vulnerable uptime, you also have a lot more attack speed. That will make it kind of feel okay. But Air Ranger is not really the way here, I think, right now with the setup. Can you diminish? Where's Cheap Shot? I do not have Cheap Shot board. Oh, yikes. I don't have Cheap Shot board. I think this would be a remove this board, add Cheap Shot board kind of angle here. But we are far away from that. So let's do damage reduction. Yeah, I'm not gonna respec the entire board now. We also have this. Let's get rid of this shit. Dude, this is such an outdated board. It's like a 2023 Paragon board, man. Maybe we can sneak in Cheap Shot. I mean, I actually get this. Okay, we don't need that much here to make this work. But the end is very far. What about a strength glyph? There's diminish. I would like to put diminish on like a real board. I would probably put diminish here. buff the rare nodes for the slow. We don't have turf right now, so we want to put turf and get the strength nodes. Need to grab some extra stuff. We also want to do turf here though. Fuck, man. Int. Made one more int now, like this. There's an int now, it's we have too much now. We have too much anyway, I guess. Non-physical. We don't need this actually, okay. Yeah, fine, I guess. We get 2 points out of this. We might need the res actually. Okay, we can also do some shenanigans here, so... For strength. Okay, this might be almost enough. Turf. So it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me 1. Okay, there's a 50 armor node. We definitely don't take that. Okay. We have like some Frankenstein board that kind of works, I guess. Let's try this. Oh shit, we have like cool glasses with him. Sure, guys. Sorry. Spike Clip is only useful for fist damage reduction with vulnerable if you need it. I mean, in general, it's very easy to make stuff vulnerable these days. So I think Exploit Clip is not actually something I will keep. But we don't have much time. I have like an hour left. So if the Paragon board is a bit unoptimized now, it's fine. We can fix that when we Fury Craft for the season. Okay, unfortunately, I don't see anything. We have to build though. We just need to imprint a few things. So we have this that we certainly don't need. We can actually just put a might aspect around, right? Let's put a might. Perfect might aspect even. So I have Umbrus, Might, Undying. I think Undying is useful. We have Ravagers. We're definitely not going to play that. The question is, what do we play? Concussive Strikes. Shared Misery. Noxious Ice, actually. Shield Enemies. Poisoned. No, Frostbitten, actually. That's what we want. Frostbitten is kind of huge. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. Edge Masters might be okay. How's my attack speed? 91, that's fine. We don't need this. Question is, do we go Corruption? Inner Calm? Maybe Corruption, honestly. How much damage does it do again? It's 40%, I think, on Frozen, right? 20% against Crown Control, double against Frozen. Let's just assume they're Frozen most of the time. So it's 40%. So 40, and we already have 1.2 from efficacy, it's 48, and then times 1.8, it's 86. So that's a 26% damage increase. That's actually not good enough.
Such
We can get better.
Let me help.
Even elements would be better. Just sometimes you absolutely destroy. There's not really many good aspects, I feel. Conceded would be not terrible if you had temerity. That could be an option. Yeah, it's not really too hot options. Accelerating. Do we put edge masters on a two-handed? I might do that actually. Do you have a good one? It's not even such a good one. Okay, elements it is. It is with elements, when it's on the right element, we can kind of feel the power of what this build would be if we had proper setup, I guess. And we kind of keep the inner calm. We have elements here. We have accelerating there. Man, this would be like a Doombringer angle, honestly. I want a Doombringer. It's too rapid.
How nice.
Let me keep the accelerating there. Poison imbue lasts for +1. Shit. We need another neck, I guess.
Stay on the path. Heed no evil.
Okay, sorry, I need to put this off here. I don't see anything. Cold imbue lasts for +3 casts and makes stuff vulnerable. So that's actually decent. We only have one ring here, so let's put this there. And close is actually good. How's Tyrio's Might? Very powerful defensively. The proc not very useful. Okay, we can't temper the cold imbue.
A warrior. How may
So I guess he's gonna keep this right now. My Shadow Rise is down bad.
Precious stones, beautifully cut.
60. Not happy, but so be it right now. Poison, poison. We have double poison there, that's why. Which interestingly just barely casts me anyway. Huh. Okay, what else do we have from our gear here? There's no life. There's lucky hit, which you don't really need. There's no life. Yeah, I think the way would be to not play Undying. Or not play Might and just go Juggernaut. Elements, Rapid, Inner Calm, Pestilent, Scoundrel. We still need something for the neck.
Need something blessed? Cursed, perhaps?
Just accelerating, I think, and then this. You can actually put a defensive on the neck. Cheats. Little sustenance. Crowded Sage. Successful dodges restore 19% of maximum life. What if I just put this on the neck? Where's my dodge? So it cheats. It's not really the aspect I would like to take, but let's just do this for now. Okay, we have Daze Chance, Smoke Grenade, cooldown reduction. Can we change that? Can we temper anything? We can do a Worldly Fortune. Immobilize. I want freeze or stun or something. He has days, he has days. You have one reroll. Slow actually would be important. But I can't do it now. That's mobility. Nope. Nope. I could do the boots. How many choices do we have? Okay, we have 5 rerolls. Gonna try to get one slow here. What about these? You have 2 rerolls. Okay, let's try boots more. Come on. Give me slow. Okay. Kind of okay now. Let's do a fortitude. Let's try the pit and see what happens. How was last epoch? Pretty fun. But right now not many people are playing it because everyone is blasting PoE and PTR, I guess. I'm just waiting for June when they probably release the next season. When does PTR end? In 4 hours. For me, in 1 hour. We have 40k live. Okay, do we just open 100 and see what happens? I guess we should have enough damage. Let's see the survivability. How is Durial Might? You mean Tyria's Might? Pretty good. So that's what I will play next season. Well, most rogues will play something like this, I guess. Oh my god, I need to turn off the numbers. Okay, I gotta say, Glacier feels awful, man. Ugh. It's like too short, man. Did I forget my... I think I got my column view. Nah. We're not gonna do this. Wait, did I actually take the takes out of trade? I'm not even sure if I took it. It just doesn't feel good though. Fuck it. Already, immediately. I guess it was fine for like AOZ, but... Hey Lyrics, I'm doing good, and you? The rest tricks out of trade. I never took the board, by the way. So, unlucky. Let's move this. Let's do this. Maybe I should go Heartseeker. Is Heartseeker attack speed cap 1 or 2? Yeah, Face Tanker RF is kinda yikes for sure. In general, I think like they should probably redesign the Scoundrel's Kiss a little bit. And then Heartseeker is cap 2, so that actually works. Let's do that. We didn't have Textile Trade anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anything else we change? My damage didn't feel that great, but that's kind of expected. I don't have crit here, don't have crit there. I guess you could roll the crit damage. You can roll the rapid fire. Like, I'm really weak right now. Or I guess core skill ranks is what you want to get here. That's my crit chance. 31, I can get away without it. Yo, what if we say YOLO Grass of Shadows? Like, no cap, actually. Since my glove is kind of bad. 4 core skill ranks. Let's do it. Fuck it. Instead of rolling this shit for like 10 minutes. We just upgrade this. Let's hit the core skills once and go. And then you put Edge Masters on the neck. What is cap 1 and cap 2? It's mostly a lot of spaghetti code. But TLDR, cap 1 is mostly the attack speed you have on a gear. And cap 2 is mostly special effects. They both go to 100. Like, I'm using Grass of Shadows exclusively for the Cold Skill ranks right now. And because I don't really have like a good offensive aspect to put here right now. I have the new unique ring, but I would buy him. Heartsick feels good with higher attack speed. I think Heartsick is actually faster now than Puncture anyway. Or roughly even with a bow. If you have a bow equipped, it's around even. I guess with like the extremely high attack speed values that we hit these days, the Heartseeker bonus doesn't weigh that much. And Puncture is technically still a bit faster because you just have like 150% attack speed or something. And Puncture has like a shorter base duration. Okay, we hit the core skills, let's go. So this is, let's say, 6 ranks. Is it gonna be, maybe if I hit it again, it's gonna be 7. That's 6 already. So this is 11 and we're 5. This is, wait, 210 over 150. It's 40% DPS increase. So that's not terrible. Let's put the Edge Masters on the neck. We don't go with cheats, because I don't think I would really run cheats anyway. You'll have to find another solution here. But for now, this is okay. We have lots of attack speed, Undying will keep us alive, Frostbitten, Elements, Rapid, Inner Calm, Accelerating. Maybe I missed an offensive power now that I wasn't thinking about. Let's try this.
Look. Look.
Scoundrels, they're good. Yeah, Scoundrels is very powerful, but it doesn't feel that great to play with. You can shoot off screen with new RF rank, gonna be sick if they ever had impossible content. Yeah, sure, you can do that and you deal like negative damage because you only hit with like 1 arrow and don't have any debuffs on the targets. Oh, I need Hectic, man. Fuck.
I need more time.
That's what I wanted. Okay, wait, let me try this again. Yeah, we want Hectic. Also, my Cold Immune +3 gives me only +1. Nice. I have 3 charges. Wonderful. Put Edge Masters here, I guess. Let's put Hectic on the neck, that's gonna feel pretty good. Perfect one, actually. So it's gonna kind of make up for it, I guess.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Eating and talking at the same time. Well, there's only 62 minutes left for me on this PTR. That's why. Deal with it. Massively hyped to pick up the game in Season 4. Yeah, gonna be good lead. So, 1 arrow, I can show you why. Look. Like, how do I expect to hit something off screen? Maybe 2 arrows, if you're lucky. Wait, you don't have combo points, man. What the fuck? I'm playing about combo points. Okay. Good news, guys. Oh. Just one dude here. No genuine weapon, that's correct. You get 1 socket per 3.5 hours on the PTR, because it only does some world bosses.
Greetings.
So you certainly won't waste it on a weapon. Although, I mean, at this point, since the PTR is ending, I have a few leftovers. I could use it, but I don't. It's fine. It literally doesn't matter.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer? My hammer.
Couple points. Here we go. Now we can play the video game, hopefully. I should probably go to like 2 million per arrow or so on a good nuke. Season 3, level 80 to 100, they lower from Nightmare Vaults only, yes. Okay, let's go. Okay, we have 2 tapping his elites now. Seems much better. Yep.
I need more time.
I think this would be better if like this rapid fire just wouldn't spread out like this. I think I should just make it all land in the same spot. Maybe remove the damage buff from the ring. And it would be fine. You can actually play this at range and just shoot like some nice barrage at value point, which is kind of interesting, I feel. But, you know, the fact that I can't play this at range at all is kind of yikes. Here, look, like, my arrows just fly over the target, or like past the target, like, I don't know. You need to face tank them, so they all shotgun.
I'm not ready yet.
Or this is like massively reduce the spread. I mean, it does look kind of funny how it spreads, but it's not really practical. Okay, this actually works really easily now though. And I actually even feel somewhat tanky, eh? Or for rogue standers.
I'm not ready yet.
But I guess most fit bosses will still one-shot me. It also feels a bit awful to try to clear AoE packs with this, to be honest.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh. Okay. Just overpower crit, kapow. Okay.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Meh. I don't like the playstyle. Like, you already have so many builds on Rogue, I feel. Barrage is basically like this. But Barrage just feels better, honestly. Compared to this. Like here, sometimes my arrows just fly past the guys, and like even if I try to face tank.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh. I forgot this guy slams as well. I was just tanking the slams. He actually survived the slam for him. It looks clunky. It probably looks a bit more clunky than it actually is, but it just doesn't feel like great because of how the arrows fly. I don't like it. Where's the guy? Oh. Okay, we're actually surviving one of the projectiles, that's pretty big. And a slam. Man. This guy really follows me. Uh-oh.
Need more time.
Double snake! Oh. Man, that was sad here. Didn't have my nuke really available. Oh, tornadoes? No, Lilith.
I need more time.
I know you'll pick up gear anyway, right? Split not scaling post T100 intended. I think the monster level not scaling is intended, but they also barely scale HP.
Some solid bits here.
Like I can open like the 160 now, and it will actually not be that much different, I think. Can actually masterwork this a little bit still. We have like a 4 here, 4 there, 4 here. Let's just do that a little bit. And we need Ingolith.
Potent portables. What needs of you?
And it's like the first build I made on this PTR, so everything's like Omega scuffed here. Like all my gear was only 4 masterwork. Don't have Juggernaut. Oh man. Am I getting invulnerable? Ring and Cold Imbuement also does vulnerable and by itself. Because of the stagger for bosses, Day's aspect is best for sock pants.
More there than I thought.
I mean, if you care about killing the bosses in like 1 stagger, then maybe. But then you give up a defensive aspect, and you really want to go defensive aspect wherever you can. And it's just 20% damage while they're staggered. So you don't even do more damage before the stagger or something. And you don't necessarily proc the days even like on normal fights, if they're like very short and you don't have shared misery. With only 20% lucky hit on the days aspect. It's not that crazy if you don't already days. And even if you do, it's not that crazy. I figure it's just a waste of a defensive slot for like maybe a 10% DPS upgrade. It adds more stagger. You can add more stagger with just rolling days, you know? Yeah, you can just temper days if you want. That's a stat. You don't need an aspect for it. Wonderful smoke grenade duration. It's like longer than it can actually go. Right? 6 seconds. You can only CC at least for 5, so great. Okay, should we open 162 and see what happens? That's right. Topping Shadow Step for another Imbu is a good idea. Hard disagree. I mean, Poison doesn't work with precision builds really. And Shadow doesn't really help us, and also we do much less damage with Shadow. If anything, we would go like a Death Trap, I think. If you had an extra skill. But then you don't have an Unstoppable. Playing about Unstoppable is kind of a bad idea as well, I think. I mean, on softcore you can get away with that. But it's still a bad idea, I think. Oh. Maybe on softcore I'd actually go Dash. But yeah, probably Death Traps. Just like walk in, pull them in, kapow. We also have Hectic, so we actually reset a Death Trap. So that would actually work out relatively well. Doing Death Trap. We don't need like any more points. But yeah, no mobility skill is also a bit sad. Shit, man. I look at all Unstoppable have. Like, these champions actually ruin the pulls so hard sometimes. It's like, okay, like, you wanna go in, like, you know, CC them, blast them down and stuff.
I'm not ready yet.
Dude, my arrows just fly over him, even if I aim at him. They just go over him. What the hell?
I'm not ready yet.
You see the difference between frozen and non-frozen? Nah.
I need more time.
Is this guy following me here? Why is he? But he got himself stuck with his own obelisk, man, in the corner. Okay. And considering how Omega Scuffman's setup is, it's actually still going pretty smooth. And I live. And I have like Dark Shrouds. I don't even have like Dark Shroud ranks. So it's fairly acceptable, I'd say.
I need more time.
I just don't really like playing it that much. TB felt way more fun, I feel. Do we have Ranger actually? I don't think I have Ranger, right? For 10% DR. I could try to get Ranger Glyph in here as well for the DR. I think I have Turf. Can he exploit? Yeah, we can remove exploit. This is not needed, I think. We can go Ranger there. We have 10 DR. I think we are making stuff vulnerable easily, I think. Even in long fights. Oops. Oh, is it dude, what? Did it double wait. Look at the smoke and it reset, man. Ah, it's also the Hectic, never mind. I forgot about Hectic. Like shooting into the wall is actually powerful. Can I shotgun into the wall like this? Seems a bit tough. Okay. Feel sorry for the rocks being stuck on his ring. It's just one build. It's not too bad, you know. It's just this build, but it's most likely the strongest, or one of the strongest at least.
I'm not ready yet.
And yeah, I think they should just make it so that it always flies. Like it always shoots all rapid fires in the same spot, basically, no matter from where you aim. And then you can, like, you know, maybe remove the damage buff. Just make it like the lob thing. Because that's a good enough effect on its own. Doesn't need a damage buff on top, I think. It's got these minions. At least you bring back a bit of like aiming and stuff. Protection shrine is kind of nice.
I need more time.
I think the Surge Orc will be viable after the Surge nerfs. I mean, first of all, the question is, does Surge still exist after the Surge nerfs?
I'm not ready yet.
Then we'll see, I guess.
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, they can easily nerf Surge by probably like 80%. And existing Surge builds will probably still remain builds that can be played. So there's that. I mean, even with my Omega scuffed gear here, I can do like 3 rapid fires and blast down the entire lead back.
I'm not ready yet.
Well, I walked into the chilling wind and got frozen. F. They got me. I think if I should maybe just play Concealment, honestly. Because sometimes you can use it to engage packs. Instead of the Shadow Step. I kind of like enjoy Concealment a lot these days. It's easy hectic anyway. Concealment is just a much more instantaneous stealth break and also doesn't get rid of my movement charges, so it's kind of helpful. I need to actually not die here. Does this one-shot me? No.
I need more time. I need more time.
More stagger, I guess.
I'm not ready yet.
Where's the third boss, by the way? There's only 2 bosses. Ah, Lilith. Shit, man. Cold imbue. Eh. Yeah, Poison TB will be fine, Momo. Poison TB is probably like the second or third best build on Rogue, actually. It's gonna be like this build here. Poison TB, Barrage, and maybe even some variations. I played this Preparation, Death Trap, Poison Barrage build yesterday. And that's actually pretty decent as well. Not just a combo point. I guess you can do a combo point Barrage, very similar to this here. You could actually try it out and see how it feels compared to this build. We just need to change our ring, I guess. Let me check if I have another ring. We can try Cold, Combo Point, Barrage. I guess we need a ring. Let's just remove this. What do we have here? 100% attack speed bonus already. Knife, crit, resource. We need something that's not tempered, I guess. Dex, knife. Maybe something like this. I actually need two aspects here. So we need a high velocity. Maybe we don't need that call melee. We need branching volleys. 80%, 58% chance of split. I think we do this. We keep elements there. The tactic here. So this will do for now. Elemental Surge like a hit is good AF on Rogue. Yep. Enjoy it while it lasts, I guess.
The stars made manifest.
Okay. 60 Shadow. Let's roll one thing. Masterwork a little bit.
Wonders of sanctuary at your fingertips.
Oh shit, we should do temper actually.
Await your return.
So you want to hit cold imbue. +1. I'm gonna keep it. Marksman damage, marksman crit. Sure. Are they going to nerf it? 100% yes. I would even advocate for a full removal of Elemental Surge, but yeah, they need to massively nerf it at least.
A potent quantity indeed.
Damage per compound? Yeah, damage per compound would be pretty good actually. Since I'm playing compound right now. But, you know, I'm not gonna like try hard to make the gear now. Does the 3 have more players than the 4? This week, yes. But usually no. Oh, we already... No, wait, this is 5. I thought... Hello, Rolls Royce.
More there than I thought. I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Do we just take the vulnerable here as well? Try life per hit. I can do crit damage, right? Chance to make vulnerable. It's probably overkill, but I want to try how it feels when remove exploit glyph altogether. It's probably fine. Let's put ranger. Well, it's kind of scuffed, but yeah, we need one thingy. Sure, I guess let's just do this. Okay, we take this. We also have vulnerable there, actually. I have so much vulnerable now. We have way too much vulnerable. Do we change anything else? Just the 2 aspects, remove the ring. It's basically the same build, so... Let's see how it feels compared to this. I wanted to try maybe the concealment. Let's try concealment tech. And I guess we're not gonna freeze stuff that easily now. But we will still do it easily. Can I get away without this? Which Uber fight is the worst? Not Zia. He's fucking boring. They need to at the very minimum like make the bullet hell also apply stacks, I think, or something. Wait, what is going on? Damage? Did I miss something?
I'm out of energy.
We have position, we have common points. Uh-oh. What is going on?
I'm not ready yet.
Dude, what the fuck?
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, I need to double check my setup. Yo, Nados, thanks for a donation. The best builds per class that won't get nerfed. Well, I think very safe is Tornado. Hoda, maybe. Double Swing. Yeah, Double Swing is probably better than Hoda actually.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
Even without Dust Devils. Probably Rapid Fire on Rogue. Necro is hard to say. They might tune down the minions a bit. Minions are pretty OP. But otherwise minions. And Sorg. I guess Arclash or Ball Lightning. Okay, why is my damage so bad compared to the rapid fire stuff? The fuck? It didn't change very much. Let's put this back just in case. No, we don't need it. We're so much vulnerable. Oh, Joe Infinity. Thanks for Jimas. Let's start with 100. Number fire ring gives 3 ranks and 25% damage. Yeah, I mean it's relatively strong. I think I should remove the damage buff from it. The ranks are okay. You can't justify minion nerf. Yeah, I mean they kind of like, you know, gave them this massive buff of like gain all player stats and stuff. But then they didn't like, you know, tune down any other like aspects or legendary Paragon nodes or something. In fact, I even buffed some aspects, right? It like made your occult dominion give you 2 skellies of both types instead of only 1. This kind of stuff.
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, I'm okay with minions being powerful as long as minions are not the best. That's okay. Like something like how minion Necromancer plays now, which is like, you know, basically a full AFK build.
I'm not ready yet.
You know, that should never be the best build. As long as it's not the best, it's all fine, I think.
I need more time.
My damage feels not great, actually. This Poison Barrage build I made was feeling way better. It's actually surprising how much less damage it feels. Like, you do like 4 or 5 combos here to nuke down these guys, and I wonder why. Even if I completely shotgun into the guys. Separate Fight is that much stronger? 50% damage, 44. They buffed Rapid Fire a bunch of times, right? You also have the 30% there. Yeah, I guess so. Rapid Fire is just that much better these days. They kept buffing it like 3 times in a row now or something.
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, they also buff Barrage, but mostly for the aspects and not for like the single target damage. I have the Pierce and branching volleys, yeah.
I need more time.
I mostly avoid about the single target damage, like the single target just doesn't seem very great currently. I mean, I had no doubt that Rapid Fire would be better, but I kind of expected Barrage to be pretty close, but it doesn't feel close at all. And also slightly improved my setup already. By removing Exploit Glyph, should have done it on the Rapid Fire as well. Hello, Sino Wacky.
I need more time.
Oh, I pressed concealment when I shouldn't have. I was thinking about Shadow Step. Again.
I need more time. I need more time. I need more time.
He just like a minion lives a while, man. Shouldn't pass on Barrage. Barrage is really good, it's just not the setup. Barrage actually has a really cool build now next season, actually. Played it yesterday.
I'm not ready yet.
What will happen with Uber that you have in Season 3 when you go to Season 4? They'll be on Eternal. And I guess they will also be marked as legacy items. They said that everything will get marked as legacy, even though the uniques don't change, I guess. So, but you might still be able to masterwork them actually on Eternal.
I need more time.
Yeah. But I don't see Genshin impact.
I forge more than horseshoes and
I'm not sure about that.
what you need.
Turns out Ranger was bugged since the beginning and never gave the R. Wait, are you sure about that, Tim? Do you have like any testing or data on that? If Ranger doesn't give the R, that's actually oof. It's kind of hard to test the 10% damage reduction effect, to be fair. Doubt. Yeah, someone on YouTube just said that Ranger never gave the R. But if I had to take a guess, it probably works on people who are just testing with puncture accidentally. Oh, Ayato Kira, thank you for the sub. Think uniques might see a buff to balance the power against tempering. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they would like to see uniques buffed. I think this is like really low priority right now. Some uniques are still really powerful, especially Uber uniques and especially like some, you know, build defining uniques. T-bolts are still used. You know, stuff like Isos and Penitent can still be used and these kind of things. So there's a lot of uniques that is still useful. But they have lost power. I mean, I think that's a good thing. Yeah, tomorrow is PvE time. Evan Piercer is super good. Yeah, but Evan Piercer is like a build defining unique, so this is obviously gonna be used in like any Blight build, basically. But talking about like, you know, generic uniques, you know, like Sky Hunter, for example, is generic. Or, I don't know. Temerity. Or God's Lair Crown or so. But you know, all these items, they still have like some kind of purpose, something special that makes them unique. And some builds might still want to run them, for example, so I think that's okay. The weapons have definitely lost the most value because the temper mods on weapons are by far the strongest for everyone, basically. So they, like the unique weapons that are not build defining will generally not be used, most likely besides Grandfather and Doombringer. And I don't know, maybe like one or two other exceptions. I have not played Genshin, no. Hey, Gabathin. A good Season 4 minion Necro build. Well, it's not exactly a minion build, it's a Bone Spear Skellies, which has minions and they shoot Bone Spears. That's kind of fun. I also wanted to make like the true Shadow Mage minion setup, but I didn't do that yet. One week almost. Yep. Rapid Irons in 3.5 hours. And I think for me it's over now. I'm not sure if I need to do any other tests right now. Or if I can. Because I was going to stop in 20 minutes from now anyway. And I could do like a few more tweaks and try some stuff here, but whatever, I think. I feel like Xenosaga is kind of bad, man. on Barrage right now. But yeah, my setup could be much better. We don't have crit here, we don't have crit there, we don't have crit there, we don't have crit there. We have only one item out of 5. 6 actually, if you include gloves. So that alone gives me a much bigger multiplier here on precision. You have 113, it could be like 200 or something. And then it would probably be okay, but rapid fire still feels significantly stronger. You can do some other tricks as well, I suppose. Best time to test no witnesses interactions. No witnesses, you say? I say log out. So, screw that. Guys, that was a PTR. Hope you enjoyed it. It's Omega Turbo bugged. Yeah, I don't think I care enough. With like the 12% damage bonus that you can get for 8 seconds. I don't think I care. Unless this gives us like 120 instead of 12. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. We're stopping early today. Hope you enjoyed it. You can explain it to me, but in Discord. It would be curious to know actually what's going on there. Because I never really tried much of it. Have a good one.